Warning, this show contains content and language some may find offensive. It is intended for mature audiences only. If you are easily offended, do not like to hear explicit language, or just have a whack and horrible sense of humor, you should probably stop watching right now. If you are still here, it means you are awesome and want to have a good time with us. If that's the case, we salute you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
What's good, y'all? It's the motherfucker that's being
I
show.
say, yo.
What's good? Man, that's still low. You know, I still have it low for when you play the PlayStation 5.
Yes.
It's all good. It's all good. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm your motherfucking host, Frank Marvici. We are the goddamn Just Being Frank show. We got Big Leg up in the house. We're not going to have L here today, and at this point, it's safe to say I is not going to be here. No worries. We should have him back next week. But we do have a special guest in the house. We have motherfucking Anthony Zalowski. What's good?
How's it going, man?
I haven't really called you by your name in a long time. I feel like I always called you Ant growing up.
Yeah, it's still Ant. It's still Ant. They're like, you should sign Anthony. I'm like, no, it's just Ant.
It's funny, too, because do you remember Jason LaRose?
Yep.
Yeah, so I've known him since I was a kid because we all grew up on Kensington Avenue.
Yeah.
Same time that I was chilling out with Ed.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a chance to tell him that I've known you since I was a fucking tyke. But I mean, he's like, yeah, he was my substitute. I was like, motherfucker, I've known him since I was like 10 years old.
I love hearing that shit. He was my substitute. Yo, weren't you my substitute? Like,
Yeah, no, I remember fucking
that
you
shit
used to.
was funny.
So I remember Nick had the drum set in the basement, right? It was Nick's, right? Or was it yours?
It was mine, except he could play it and I couldn't.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I remember I used to fucking play the drum set all the time, but I remember you had the guitar and would constantly be playing Nirvana tunes because that's what was the deal back then.
About right.
That
Yeah.
basement must have smelled like Teen Spirit.
Oh, damn.
It's like one of my jokes. You're gonna hear a lot of those.
He's albino.
Yeah.
Well, we're both looking albino with these legs.
There's yeah, Nick can now play every single instrument, and I can play like the triangle. So,
I can't say. I mean, lyrics wise, I've always, I still dabble with that, but I haven't really fucked around with instruments in forever. I mean, I can sit down and still do like a typical dope hip hop beat, you know what I mean, with a little couple of fills here and there. But
You mean still? What do you mean still? You said you can still do a dope hip hop beat, and I'm like, what do you mean still?
you never hear me play drums, so it's not. I would have hit a little harder.
And
if you
inferring that you never could do a hip. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, I was the fucking man.
What's the fucking man? Even if I say so
I
myself.
was the man with the loop. Okay. Doom, doom, ch.
I won't discredit you. I won't discredit you. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, we'll rock you. Okay. Yeah, no, man, but yeah, it's crazy the amount of history that we actually have.
Yeah, it's like this whole city is like that. You know, it's just
Well,
like,
you know what's crazy too is that the fact that the people you meet at different stages, like, so I'm sure you can attest, right? I'm not sure, but so when I was a kid, it was really the kids that were on our street. You know what I'm saying? And then it's amazing that, like, when you step up now, you go into middle school, and then all of a sudden you realize that there's these group of people just fucking 5 minutes away that for whatever the reason you just never met. Now you're wicked cool with them. Yep. So I will say, like, Springfield in that aspect, like, as you grew older, it just got smaller and smaller and smaller. You know what I mean? But at first, if you weren't on our street or in that immediate vicinity, we didn't fuck with you.
well, there was no social media. There was no fucking internet when I grew up.
The block was social media. That was it. Like,
Yeah, it was school and walking distance.
yep.
Yep. And you could walk.
Right.
Like nobody walks now. Like nobody seems to walk.
You ain't catching me walking unless I'm purposely taking a walk.
We were just talking the other day about how, like, my kids, when they go outside now, I'm like, yo, I got to be able to yell for you. I got to be able to see you. If I yell your name, I should only have to yell once, and you respond back. And then I'm like, damn, I remember when it was, Mom, I'm leaving. Be home before when the street lights come on. I
didn't
bet.
even have
and
that.
I was out.
Yeah.
Like I was, and she wouldn't realize that I was fucking 3 miles that way, and
Yes.
you know, a whole nother town half of the time because we trekked through the woods and
There was
you
no
know what I mean,
attesting
ended up
for our
somewhere
location.
else. No idea where your son is all fucking day long, and then it's time out. What's for dinner?
So
We just show up.
my problem is that I have babied my kids for too long, and I'm starting to like cut the umbilical cord now and let the leash go, but like I just don't trust their judgment. Like on simple shit.
Well, they're your kids. I mean,
There you go.
Exactly. But on simple shit, like, you know, we'll get out the car and we'll start walking into the entrance and say Stop and Shop or whatnot. And they're just carelessly walking through the park. And I'm like, guys, look for fucking cars. I'm like, this is why I can't trust y'all. Otherwise, I'd be kicking you out the house and say, don't come back until, you know, blah, 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 blah.
I got
But-
shit to do. Okay?
Yeah. But, well, the only problem now is a single parent. Like, I feel like I have to absorb as much of that time with them as humanly possible. So, like, I can't say we do something every weekend, but most of the times I'm trying to do something with them because it's like, otherwise than that, I don't want to let them down.
No, I hear
My
you.
parents are like, get the fuck away from me, pretty much. Like, we don't want to do nothing with you.
Nick just had a kid, by the way.
Did he?
This girl did, actually.
Actually,
Yeah.
But
you sure? No.
I think it's his. No, it's his. You look at it,
Looks
it's like,
just like me.
Well, it's like it's the cheeks. It's definitely the Zalowski cheeks. They were like, it's like, oh my god. I'm like, all right.
How's your
Been
parents,
my
by
whole
the way,
life.
man?
They're hanging in there.
Yeah, I seen you post something. It was your mom's birthday not that long ago, right? I think.
Yeah, my mom's birthday is 3 days after mine, so we still hang out. Stepfather's having some issues, but
Is he?
yeah, we're
I
praying.
haven't
you
seen
know,
him in
hopefully.
forever, man.
I know it's been fucking forever. It's like, it's,
Yeah, just
there's
go
so many
a
things have
little
happened. Well, you have noticed that I don't have children, and one thing that hasn't changed since I
Wow, I
last
feel
saw
like you had one kid.
No, one thing that hasn't changed since I last saw you is people like me should not breed.
It's good knowing that about yourself,
I'm
though.
just saying. I'm reminded of this every time I see children. I'm just like, I don't hate children. I just don't want. My
I
own.
dislike children.
I like some people's kids are cool.
Nah.
Like Joey's kid is cool. Joey's supposed to be here with me tonight.
He's
Fuck you for
not.
not being here. She. But
No, you're welcome.
Fucking Joey.
no.
Next time, we'll do a makeup
next time
session.
We'll do another one. But
I know having kids made me realize how much I don't like kids. Like
She's
I
got a cool
love
kid.
my children.
Yeah.
Like my children are mad cool. Like we had pop jokes and whatnot, and like I can take them places and we have fun. But yeah, they also annoy me just as much.
yeah, because I can just get rid of them though. It's like, oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can like.
I kind of can now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Sunday night.
Niece and nephew, yeah, I'll be the cool uncle. We'll go hang out, and then I'll give you sugar and give you back to your parents. You know, it's
No,
what
so
we do, but-
I love my now I like my kids. Like I mean, mind you, it's not that I didn't like my kids. Don't get it twisted. They're just annoying as shit. Like it made me realize how much what I really discovered is I don't like babies and toddlers. I like when they're somebody else's. Super cute, love them. It's fun. I can get into trouble with them, but like I got so sick of hovering, making sure they weren't breaking someone else's shit or killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because like what was crazy is like I never gave a fuck before having kids. Right? Once I had kids, I was like, oh my god, I'm responsible for someone's life. Like I have to make sure I can't
Whose
fuck
idea
this
was
up.
this?
Yeah, like
Who
oh
the
my
fuck let me do this?
yeah, dude. I'm like, oh my god. Like,
the earlier statement I just made.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So yeah, I learned that a while ago.
yeah.
So
No, I wish I learned that sometimes.
yeah, it happens.
But I will say it was for whatever the reason. I can't really give you a real reason for it, but it was important for me to pass my legacy on. You know what I'm saying? I started.
That's called DNA. It's like evolution, where it's in our fucking genome to reproduce.
I don't know if it's the half Italian in me because you know how important it is. We have a baby boy. You know what I mean? Like we got to have a fucking son.
May your first child
Be
be
a
masculine
masculine child.
Yeah, no. that's-
But no, because I started thinking about it. Like not only that, like as far as like the Western mass Marvici for the most part. Besides like there's females out there, it would die with me if I didn't have a kid to pass it on. So hopefully my son's not gay. My daughter, she can like as much fish taco as she wants. If she gets married, she's keeping the last name though. I don't give a fuck.
No, you gotta keep the last name. Yeah, I have a cat. I'm cool with that.
Is it your last name? Does it have your last
She
name?
does have my last name.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I mean, yeah.
So she has kittens.
no, she's spayed.
Oh, you're fucked.
It's one or the other, you know.
Maybe a little bit-
No,
maybe a little bit.
there is no fucking.
Well, you can
Well,
fuck
no,
the
no,
cat.
No.
Fuck the cat.
Well, we don't fuck the cat. That's- yeah,
The pussy's pussy?
She was just in the hospital,
Like,
so-
is that considered a threesome?
No, because it's still one vagina. It might be the pussy's pussy is still one pussy. You know what I mean?
It's technically two pussies.
It's got to be two on two bodies, though.
This is true.
Now, if you fuck two cats, you'd have a litter.
So I don't know where this
A
came
litter
from.
of pussy.
I had to explain to a
Literally.
lesbian the other day what DP was.
Oh shit! I had to explain to my wife what pegging was the other day because I made a joke at a job about she was helping me clean out a house and I made a joke with Bird about pegging or something and she was like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "You don't know what pegging is?"
What's that?
She's like, "What? No?" And I was like, "Oh my
We just
god!"
call it fucking guys with a dildo.
Right?
Back in our day.
You get a little bit of that?
Yeah.
You want some of that? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he's like totally square and like straight edge and stuff.
You gotta tell a lesbian what DP is, huh? She's never been fucked with two dildos at the same time?
I didn't ask.
Maybe they didn't call it.
I don't
They
think
called
I'm
it-
on that
You
level with her
you
yet.
didn't follow with that question.
They called it double D.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. But
So anyways, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
So
I'm trying to get out of the cat pussy lesbian conversation.
got you. I can see. If you notice, I was trying to help you.
Thanks.
So
Oh,
how,
excuse me.
how about them Celtics?
About the cat. Oh, God, don't talk to me about the Celtics. I'm a fair weather fan though. I literally only watch Celtics playoffs. I don't watch basketball. And I admit that freely. But Celtics have always been my team since I was a kid. So try and support when they're actually doing well.
I support all of our home teams, but I can't sit here in front like I watch sports anymore.
I watch football. That's pretty much it. And like fights, I'll watch fights and shit.
I will watch like certain playoffs and shit like that, but normally I would have watched the Celtics, but I felt like the whole shit went by me without watching it. So I was like, I'm not going to tag on to the last fucking game. Like, I don't know. I was like, I felt like I missed this much. I've missed it. I can't hop on now.
Well, they almost did some shit this year.
I just can't believe they
almost
came
did some
back.
shit last year.
I will
Yeah.
say though, I can't believe they came back that many games and then got swept by like fucking 20 points.
That
That
was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. I was like, come on, guys.
Not like they
Yeah,
could
but
do
that's
better,
because I didn't see the game. But Bird was telling me Tatum fucking sprained his ankle like immediately.
First play
Yeah,
came down in his
and then was still trying to play.
Yep.
Like that's just stupid.
Yep.
All you're doing is taking up fucking room on the court for somebody who is able-bodied.
Right.
May not be Jason Tatum, but it's better than a fucking crippled
What's
Tatum.
the other dude's? Is it Griffith? No, not Griffith.
Brown.
No, he's not necessarily like considered one of the greats, but he's
Griffin.
yeah.
Griffin the third or whatever.
You know, like, dude's half white,
tall dude,
half black, but looks mainly white with red hair, curly hair.
Oh no, I'm thinking of a different guy.
I can't
I
think of his name right now.
can name like.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
But I heard. I don't know if they were talking Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep.
He's still there.
He's on the Celtics, right?
I don't know. Honestly, I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
him.
Pretty positive he is.
He was. I don't know if he still is.
I'm pretty positive because I could have sworn someone said something about something that he did in the game too that might have caused some shit. But don't quote me on that. I could be totally fucking misquoting that shit because I didn't pay attention and I don't pay attention.
I'm the wrong person to ask. but
Yeah. These guys like all the time talk at work about sports, and I'm just
I never got it.
yeah. Mind you, I mean, I used to be into sports like back in the
I didn't know
fucking
that.
like 80s and 90s, especially, and probably into the early 2000s.
I was never any good at him, so I was just like, yeah, I'll be that one kid that throws a sky hook.
See, we played fucking sports every single day when we were kids because we have Kensington Avenue right there.
Football in the morning and
It
shit.
used to not be a blacktop. It used to be all grass. So we would play baseball, football, whatever. Then they paved it. We still played everything, but we started playing street hockey to top it all off. We played tackle, pom, like all that shit.
I just had a skateboard.
No, but you know what's funny? I made it all the way into Putnam, right? Played sports on and off. Played sports every day at home, but also played in a couple of leagues until I got like caught smoking, and then that was my punishment. But then I got to high school, instantly tried out for baseball, got varsity right off the rip, and
That's
then
because you're used to flying balls.
I am, dude. I just love catching them in my mouth. And then from there, shortly thereafter, I met Loza. Remember Loza?
Yes, I remember
And
Loza.
we started drawing and smoking. And I said, fuck you to baseball.
I always thought Loza was the coolest table, brother, because he was just chill.
So I was always mad cool with Loza and Adam. But I still
I'm
got
cool with
mad
all
love
of
for
them.
Derek and,
Yeah,
and Dan as
I'm cool
well.
with all of them.
But Loza was like my homie in ninth and 10th grade. And then, but because he also, he is a nasty artist. And both of us were started
He
drawing
is.
comic books. And that's after I don't know if Ed either did Ed move back home or
He went back home and back again.
yeah, I think like in
back
8th
and
grade
forth,
instead of
yeah.
going to high school.
Yeah, I think he went.
He went
South
home.
Carolina.
I think
and
we-
then that's when I went to Putnam. Then Loza kind of took that place ahead for me. you know
I think
what
we
mean?
might have talked about this once before, but I don't remember your answer, so I want to ask you again. Do you think that drawing is an inherent talent that you're born with or without, or it's something that can be learned?
I think partially.
I think both. Yeah.
I think it's partially something that, some people will be blessed with it right off the rip. Like I was pretty talented right off the bat, even though like not on a pro level, but you can tell that I had talent. My daughter, same scenario, but you don't need to have that initial talent to become good at drawing. You just got to pick it up.
So that
and
was going to
start
be my
drawing.
next question was going to be, if someone is learning to draw, do you think that someone who's learning to draw can get as good as somebody who was just naturally born with it?
Well, yes, primarily because it's subjective, right? Art is
Super
subjective. And
Yeah, but you know a good drawing versus a bad drawing.
But it's still in your brain though, because you got to remember
Or
first and
painting or
foremost,
whatever we're doing.
Art is still about expression. So for me, Picasso to me didn't seem like the greatest painter, but on an artist level, on just kind of just expressing himself, you know what I'm saying, and like not trying to be the fine painter, like he knocked it out of the park. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily a fan of his paintings per se. It's just not my cup of tea. But I still acknowledge the legend that he is, right?
Right.
But I would say this: it depends on what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to be just an artist to express themselves, then it doesn't really fucking matter.
Right. I agree.
Now, if you're trying to do something specific, like I was trying to be a comic book artist, right? So what I did is I knew that I can do some shit, but I started copying my favorite artists. I'd start copying their art, copying.
It's funny you said that.
Then eventually I would stop copying them, but still draw, pretty much try to draw the same thing.
Inspiration.
Right. And then, and it's who I wanted. I knew I wanted to draw like these guys. So this is the influence that I want. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it eventually got to the point where I started making different poses, started putting different outfits on them. And then I crafted my own style from that. So I had a natural talent, but I had to fucking practice my ass off to actually get good. And then by the time I got good, I stopped drawing.
Because I can't draw, and I don't feel like it's something that I could learn.
Yes, it really is in reality.
That you're growing up, my four pretty much best friends were insanely nasty artists.
Yeah.
And I could like draw a circle. And I was always jealous, but I'm like, I watched them, sit home like
Just
yo,
hours.
You want to hang out? No, I'm just drawing. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. But
I used to know this kid in school in 6th grade. His name was Ryan, and he would draw all type of crazy like portraits and shit in the span of one period with a fucking ballpoint pen.
yeah, it sounds like
See, so that's
I'm like, dude, like this is crazy.
But that's
like,
the thing, though,
Josh
right?
Miller.
You have to be willing to dedicate the hours to get that good.
he didn't.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
My guy didn't. Like a couple of them didn't. And Josh.
Dude, we were in
Dog,
6th
I
grade. He's doing portraits in 45 minutes.
So I primarily
just by sitting there.
I primarily in elementary school started off with stick figures, right? And then
You didn't graduate to like real figures in elementary
no,
school?
no. I always draw them. If I show you my art, it's still stick figers.
Not good.
But no, I started.
He's a real
off-
stickler.
oh
sticks.
shit! I was a stick-up kid,
Oh my God.
stickly speaking,
And look, it's stuck.
Oh, God.
and it's
Thought I
still
was
sticky.
bad. Okay. This is gonna be fun.
Come on, stick to it. Stick to the subject, guys.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so
It's a sticky subject.
it is a sticky subject.
So yeah, I started off with just stick figures, right? But I'd start making like these massive like wars. It'd be fucking. It might be a stick figure, but I'd start drawing tanks. I kind of started drawing the shit,
Stick
like
figure
the
tanks?
objects before the tanks or before the stick figures.
I remember your artwork.
You
Yeah.
you seen it a little
No,
bit later
It
on.
never stuck out to me.
Yeah, because probably because I sucked then as well.
Yeah,
So
so, you know.
and it didn't stick yet for me. You know?
Yeah,
He was. All right, now we're just reaching.
Yeah, that was reaching.
that was pretty bad.
Normally, I'm like, I must be intimidated being on a podcast. It's my first. It's actually not my first podcast. It's amazing. Like, and I don't really care for podcasts most of the time. Like,
Yeah, we're not really a typical podcast.
they don't hold my attention. I'm just like, what? No.
We're great because we're all over the place.
Yeah,
that's why we're
mind
fun.
mind you, not to say people never obviously lose attention when they watch us, but most people that find like once they stumble onto us, they always watch from that point forward. You know what I mean? Because we do have a good time, but we do drop some gems in there. We do have some good conversations. A bunch of stupid shit in between.
Plus, you're a good-looking motherfucker.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, at least you might have met. I would say if he met you, he still looked at me. I feel good. You don't look at an ugly person when you compliment someone else.
You guys are both relatively attractive.
Thanks.
Relatively,
So you got to buy me a drink first. I'm just telling you right now.
Why, you got one
I have
already?
standards.
He's got one already. You don't need to buy him.
I have standards. You have to at least buy me a
Listen,
drink.
I know you don't have
Ant,
standards.
just keep telling him to keep drinking his own shit. You'll get there in no time.
Yeah, you know.
2 more. What?
At least I know my worth.
Yeah. We got to drive him home every show.
We're not talking pegging here yet.
The funny shit is he's got a white van.
I do actually.
What does it say on the side?
Nothing.
No.
Theres no windows on that side.
Used to
It
be
says
free
candy.
No, now
No, it just says candy.
No, now
he
it's-
doesn't say free anymore.
now it's free Wi-Fi.
Actually, shit, that would
I know.
It probably would work.
That's actually.
Hotspot.
Cringeworthy, but everybody's like, yeah, that's a really good. No, it's not.
Yeah, every pedophile just watched it like,
Oh,
ding!
shit.
I've been doing it wrong. No, they're gonna be like, say less.
Yes. So, pause.
Every pedophile in the world just started Googling white vans and Wi-Fi routers and shit. Like,
Great.
White sail vans are up.
they're all looking for mobile hotspots right now.
Yes.
Calling Metro.
Yeah, boost stock rising.
I worked for T-Mobile for like 3 years. That was never
Did you?
a selling point for me.
No, it's just a cellular.
Never even thought of that actually. I'm like, no, you position that to somebody.
I had an opportunity to do phones, and I was like, no, I don't want to do phones. I heard it didn't really make all that much money either.
Yeah, I think you got to sell mad phones to make money.
I did good. I was like number 1 in the area.
Did you make okay? But was the money worth it?
At the time, I mean, at one point in AT&T days, like I want to say 2005-ish, date myself again. 2006, I was probably pulling.
Damn, you
60 grand,
owe.
Which is
I do Kevin Hart. Damn.
Selling phones, that's not
yeah,
bad.
And in
What'd you do? How much?
2005,
You said
probably about
60 grand.
But I mean,
It's not
that's
bad for selling phones.
And in 2005, I mean, you're looking at it's not that much.
That was,
now,
but was that like recession time, or was that 2010
2008.
or 8? Yeah.
I don't even remember when shit was, so it could have been 2005
No.
or 2010. But
Yeah, I can never remember. Like, people like back when I was this age or this year, and I'm like, how the fuck do you remember that shit? I just remember what happened,
Kind of a
where I was vaguely in my lifespan, kind of thing. Like,
You know what's
but I
crazy?
couldn't tell you an exact date almost ever.
I don't think you think about it. I don't think I've made less than 70 grand since 2010.
Nah, for me, it's only been a couple years.
I still don't make 70 grand. So
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
I'm new
in
money.
car sales. I just stayed in car sales. The only person that crippled me in car sales was myself. If I get lazy, start writing music. I remember one time before I had kids, right, I would play WoW. Like I go raiding at work. I'd be on my laptop raiding and shit. I didn't give a fuck because I didn't need much money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
then I could make 50 grand and,
Right.
not really give a fuck. But
I just bought cameras. I was like, oh.
Mm.
But
My vice has always been video games and marijuana.
yeah, mine was drugs for a long time. That's why I don't buy drugs much anymore because
No.
I'm
Yeah,
bad.
no.
I'm bad with
Thanks.
drugs.
They were never.
I've done too many drugs, and drugs have done me.
Yeah.
It happens.
Plus,
Well
I can't
said.
do like. I hate the fact that I can't function anymore.
It hurts the next day.
Hey, you know what? I can deal with the pain. I've dealt with the pain on many
Fuck that.
occasions.
I feel like I'm dying. The
I
next
really
day.
don't want to commit the time. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I think about it afterwards. I'm like, yeah, that was fun, but I could have got all this done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
For me, it's the next day when I don't go to work, and I'm like, fuck, I missed out on money today. And I'm kicking myself by like noon. I'm like, I'm ready to go to work, and I'm like, at this point, fucking might as well just stay home. Every single time.
yeah, not me.
That's why I don't go out drinking and shit.
I get my days off. I would never get to relax, but I'm like, this is my fucking day off. You know what I mean?
I've had like a full-time job since I was 18 or 16 up until February, until March. So like I'm in a whole different world right now. I'm like
Yeah,
learning to make money, and it's like that's like I could have done really good in cars, but like I kind of want to make films. I don't want to sell cars.
yeah, no, I feel you.
You know, so I'm fucking old. I'm 46. So I mean, if I'm gonna try it, should have tried it 20 years ago.
Well,
If I'm gonna do it, I will fucking do it.
See-
And if you crash and burn, whatever. At least I tried. You know.
so I will say, because of that, I wouldn't be working at such a level to where I'm like on the verge of always burning out. Because I could dedicate my time to that shit. I just can't. I can't pass up the money. It's too good. But
That's my problem too.
yeah, dude.
People keep giving me money now. I don't know how.
But I wanted to ask. So this is a good segue, right? Because we bullshitted long enough.
We did.
So it's a brave step, man. You've decided that you're investing fully into Cellar Door.
Cellar Door, and I'm still doing freelance. So I'm doing freelance for other.
But your
companies,
own shit.
But yes, my own shit. Photography, video.
How's that going?
It's going.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff on the horizon that has very good potential. We just finished a series for Amazon.
Is that where we're going to see the trailer of tonight?
No, that's the. Oh, I brought the trailer. Like I feel like
I got.
Like a talk show host clip.
Time is very important.
I bought a clip.
When
That's
you're
dope.
doing your own thing,
Yeah.
time is very important. My mom dropped that gem on me because I was talking to her about, I'm like, yo, the taxes and everything that I spend. I'm like, is it really worth it at the end of the day? And like, I'm thinking about just going to work for someone else. And she's like, don't. She's like, just keep putting in the time. And she was right. The longer you do it, the more people you're going to meet, the more clientele you're going to get, et cetera, et cetera.
I've met quite a few people. We started. Actually, Brian McFarland started Springfield Mass Studios, but I'm technically the vice president right now. So there's that going on too, and this is one of the films that's coming out of it. Yeah, that one. You playing it? Or can we see it?
We can see it. You want to see it?
I've seen it like 9 million times. But, joys of an editor.
Let me see. I want to make sure the stream can see it too.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Can I see it?
I'll know in a second. I don't want to do the whole screen though, because then I'll throw it out a whack. All right, yeah, the stream can see it. All right, so we're gonna play this trailer real quick.
Yeah, boy.
You know what? Hold on a second. Actually,
What are we about to watch? Trailer
we're about
for what?
We're about
So
to.
this is for A Mind Made for Murder. This is coming out of Springfield Mass Studios and Cellar Door Productions, written by Ken Harris. One of the cool things about what I've gotten into recently is like everybody's from around here. Like
There we go.
It's all Springfield. It's
I
like,
have a friend who's making films with all local shit in Springfield.
and it's like, but these
I'll have
people,
to introduce you guys.
yeah,
actually.
absolutely. I just like to create. I like to do this type of stuff. I never thought I could do it and support myself, and I still don't know if I can. That's the scary part. But
the only way to find out is to do it.
that's
Is to fail or succeed. That's it. Like, there's
I'm jumping in. So
All right,
Good.
so you might have already, but do me a favor and tell me what this clip is again. Let's do a proper introduction to
This
it.
is a trailer for A Mind Made for Murder, which is a brilliant murder mystery with a twist, or several twists, a lot of twists. And it's just done all locally. We did everything with no budget. I mean, like literally like no budget. I think we might have had like $3,000 or something like that. I spent like 1,000 of it, like so I could blow up something. It's like, oh, it's a blood pack. I can use that.
That's awesome.
But it actually does look pretty cool. It's not in the trailer. But no, it's bunch of local locations, bunch of people helped us out. Like we filmed down at Jackalope one night. So
Nice.
Andrew Brow helped us out. You guys should check that out if you haven't been. We did random people's houses. They're like, yeah, I'll volunteer my kitchen for this scene. And I'm like, you're not going to be there? It's like, no, I got to work. I'm like, so you're just going to let
Can we fuck with the utensils and stuff?
No, I mean, well, we went in, we filmed a whole scene in somebody's house and she wasn't there. And
That's
she's awesome. That's Denise. She's a great person. And like, she trusts us. I trust her, with my life. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel weird being in your house with like mad equipment and 9 strangers. And, but, it's like, the best was the neighbors though. Like, people would come out, like she'd come home from work and people across the street, like, what the hell are they doing in there? I think I forgot what she told them, but it was a really good story.
I don't want to talk yet. I was gonna say we did a video one time about Boy's House, but it was with the live band when I was doing Bangfield.
Yeah.
And we were literally playing live right there in his fucking living room. We're having
That's awesome.
It was a crazy party, dude. The house was packed. It was dope. The neighbors were so fucking mad, dude. It was fucking hilarious. All right, so we're gonna play this trailer. All right, let's watch this, everybody. Turn it up.
Oh, I can't hear it. I mean, maybe you can hear it.
Yeah, why don't you have headphones on?
Oh, there's so much stuff you're missing.
When will somebody tell me what's going on? This waiting around is too much.
Well, we hate to break the tragic news to you, but your husband was murdered this morning.
Our neighborhood suffered a string of burglaries in the last 6 months. I think 5 or 6. Maybe a burglar broke in. Conflict ensued.
No, I don't think so. Your husband was a victim of a real angry son of a bitch.
No, have mercy, have mercy.
Sometimes I wish I could kill him.
It's not that difficult. This shows malice. Wait, you did it.
Please, call me.
I got sound reason to do so.
Please, for the love of God, don't kill me.
Do you know anybody who had a beef with your husband?
This has to be a mistake.
I'm afraid it isn't. Somebody broke into your apartment and surprised him. Shot him at point blank range. He was on the shitter.
He was on the shitter.
Some sleazebag had it in for your husband.
But who?
Who do you think? Cupcake?
That's what we did.
So is that going to be a movie or a series?
That's going to be a movie.
Movie, nice.
Probably around 90 minutes, I think. I'm still in the process of cutting everything.
And if you're going to describe it to somebody,
I mean, it's definitely like an interesting twist on, it's kind of a whodunit, but not really a whodunit. Kind of like, it's a story. The story's going one way, it flips around, does a 180, goes another way, and then you're just like, wait, what? So I always like the wait, what? Wait, holy shit! Like what?
The wait, what movies?
Yeah, like The Usual Suspects.
Mm-hmm. Great example.
Yeah, just I'm like walking. Kevin Spacey starts walking. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah. The twist happens so quickly, and then it's done.
Yeah,
and the movie's over.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So it's hopefully there'll be a lot of oh shit moments. And
You've seen Usual Suspects, right?
hell yeah.
Okay.
I'll be an actor in one of your shits if you need.
Hell
You
yeah,
don't
I'm
have
down.
to pay me.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'll do it for
I'll
free.
do it for the love too. Why not?
Absolutely.
I never thought I wanted to be an actor or anything, but fuck it, why not? I'll jump in. You need somebody.
I
Need
can
a face or something.
Only thing that I ask if I act is you got to let me improv a little bit.
You gotta do your own
and
sex
I'm not
scenes?
saying funny something funny necessarily. I'm just saying like
well-
tell me like what the shit is that you want me to say, what kind of emotions you want me to be having saying it. But if I don't get it exactly right, unless you're a by the script kind of guy. Which we can just give me several takes to do it. I'm going to do it my way first, and then find out how to work your exact words into it. You know what I'm saying? But
if I wrote it, I'm Kevin Smithish. That's got to be those words. But like this,
sometimes
I
you
didn't.
gotta let people fly.
I did a lot of improv for this. I didn't write this, and there was a lot of interpretation. We did a lot of different improvs. Plus, half of the cast is all professional comedians. So they're Maverick Prasad, Ian. And fucking Joe, they're all like, you can see them all over the place.
Yeah,
People
I
tell me
am
there's
not,
nothing to do
but
in like in the area.
I know I can.
Yeah. Well, no, people are like, oh, there's nothing to do. I'm like, go to a fucking comedy show, yo. It's huge right now. There's like one thing that I do is I like spend way too much time on Facebook, but I kind of know what Facebook wants me to know. But I do see people doing stuff. There's lots of people that are doing really cool things, and it's like you can get out of doing everyday shit if you like actually just pay a little bit of attention. It's not that much, but
I haven't been to a comedy show in a while. I would go.
I miss doing comedy, man.
Comedy's fun.
Comedy's a good time. I've been told I should try stand up. We'll see.
Dude,
Yeah.
you just the only difference is you got to get used to just you can improv your whole set, but you don't also want to write your own set word for word. That's what I found that when I started like getting towards the end, I started feeling more natural doing it because I was doing like a blend of that. Like I knew what jokes I wanted to say.
And you knew what your punchline was going to be, but you were going to get to it a different way.
Right.
I get
You know
it.
what I mean?
I get it.
And then that allowed me to also still have like that spontaneous like emotion when that's in the comedy, but still know where I'm going with it. And that was like when it started just like snapping.
What are you watching for comedy right now? Who are you watching?
I haven't really been watching much of anything because I've just been making shit.
Okay.
That's
a fair. I can't argue with that.
Trying to make shit at least, but I definitely have influence like everybody else. And it's like people see the trailer like, oh, you stole that from Pulp Fiction. I'm like, well, no, it was obviously influenced by Pulp Fiction because I grew up with Tarantino and he's a phenomenal director, but I didn't steal it from it. I mean, it was sort of a little homage type thing, if you will. Which I don't think is bad. I think people get inspired by other people. I've seen people around here that inspire me. So,
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not like if you're mindful of it and have no problem letting people know that was the inspiration for it, I don't see any harm.
It's not like
you're not trying to
meant
take
to be
credit.
a blatant rip off. It's like I'm not.
It's not like you're like I'm the first one that ever came up with this.
Exactly.
It's
bitch. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'll talk to Quentin after the show, and I'm sure he'll apologize and say it's rightfully mine. I mean, that's just how we are together.
Right.
Yeah. He was supposed to be here on the couch too.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Just couldn't make it, unfortunately.
You guys are just squeezing
Scheduling conflict.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all.
Yeah,
it's gonna be three of you.
We're tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Joey, and Quentin Tarantino.
It's fun when you got some people that are creative and do shit too. That like you can show it.
All these people that are in this, it's almost become like a film family because they're all the people that are in the movie, all the people that are behind the movie. They're all like, we met each other pretty much via Facebook, started shooting stuff, and it's like everybody's like, oh, you should do this, you should do this. Like people compliment me, and I still don't take compliments well.
Yeah,
I know the feeling.
Yeah,
I'm just like, thanks.
I'm the guy that looks away, like, you know what I mean? Start fidgeting and shit, like.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm always so used to like, when we're fucking busting on, busting each other's paws. To where it didn't fucking. Like, it was weird forever to be a nice moment. It's like no, you're baiting me.
Where's the punchline?
Come on,
what's coming out of this?
Please. You're like, hey, what do you want, a fucking hug? You fucking.
Yeah, it's just like. But it is cool. It is cool to see like-minded people, creative people, and everybody has their own like little niche. Everybody has like their own thing that they do really well. And this whole movie, it's not. I mean, it's professional to the extent that I could make it professional. I mean, we're not hiring actors, paying actors.
Right.
People, they were compensated in a certain way, but it. Pause. They were. They didn't just do it totally for free, but I mean, it's not like I'm paying people hundreds of dollars to be in a film or anything, and they're doing it more for the love of it. And it's not perfect. There's some funny ass shit. There's some shit that I missed. Like I have stuff happen to me, like
going back and editing. You found it?
Well, no, I mean, like stuff I just had to roll with. Like I used my own money. I'd go to fucking, Party Warehouse or whatever, and buy some of the costumes, and I got this cop shirt, and for this scene where guys like taking pictures of a dead body and so forth, and we take it out the day of the shoot because I never looked at it, and it literally just says cop on it. So it's like a name tag or some shit. I'm just like, fuck it, just leave it. But there's like, it's all
be
like,
an Easter egg.
Yeah, it's all like people like playing like serious detective roles and cops, and then like the shirt that says cop. Just so in case you had any doubts that was a cop,
right?
That was a cop.
Just reinforced it.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff like that you have to
sometimes
make
people
do with
might mistake him for maybe a pilot.
Could be.
Or
he's very versatile.
Yeah, maybe a bus driver.
He was a train conductor at one
It's
point.
a cop.
Yeah.
They knew.
Yeah.
It was a fucking cop. I agree. 100%. I support that. No, it's cool though, man. It's cool to see you doing that shit, dude. And looks dope. I think it's what do you think time length wise is going to be?
Hoping it's going to be out by the fall.
Nice.
We're already streaming a couple episodes of Kronos Mercury. It hasn't gone to Amazon yet, but that's the one before this. Or sort of kind of met everybody, which is pretty awesome. But
how long would you say the movie is?
Oh, how long the movie is?
No. I'm also asking that. That's a follow-up question.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know. I know you haven't been in many of these, but
well,
it's kind of what they do in interviews.
Yeah, no, I like interviews. They're fun. I just say dumb shit. But that's
I ask
normally
dumb shit.
I
So.
say dumb shit. So I mean, it's.
Have you ever wore a bikini and ate watermelon?
I came up. Well, not today, but I actually had a bikini idea earlier of like this, like. I was somewhere, I forgot where the fuck I was, and somebody pointed out like this hot chick mowing the lawn across the street. It was like, for some reason we came up with like a.
She was doing it in a bikini.
No, she was. I mean, she just looked good. I mean, she was. You know, she was attractive woman, and wasn't.
You
anything
never,
crazy.
you never just catch random film clips like that and just make sure like you don't show their face so you don't have to get a waiver, or make sure they don't see enough of the house.
I didn't film it, but I came up with the
start
idea of
doing
just
that.
having an old white guy in a bikini. Actually, it doesn't even need to be white. Just an old guy in a bikini, like mowing your lawn. We'd actually do a whole service that we would cater to.
So it'd be paid.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, if I drove down the street and there was a dude in a bikini mowing my neighbor's lawn, I'd probably laugh for.
Are you breathing? Is it you guys breathing?
That might be me. Sorry.
He's like,
my bad.
Is that your thinking?
Yes, that's my thinking breathing.
What were you thinking about?
I'm trying to formulate a text to a business-related text.
You know, AI will do that.
Just say, "I want this much, bitch," and then boom, they'd be like, "Here."
There's a topic for you.
I like your style.
Yes.
Pause.
There's a topic for you. You're a creative. You're all creatives. AI.
So, I feel like we have been talking about this a lot, but I will say, I can see where it's going to be dope, and what I see it doing is also it's going to take shit like jobs and everything to a different, like things are going to have to evolve.
Yep.
In order for a lot of people to have jobs. So I can see that being scary, but I can also see it if you can morph and cater to the new world. AI will be dope to live with.
Yeah, I mean, we've made a lot of movies about why it's not a good idea. I mean,
so yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So I think it also depends on like how far we go with it.
No, there's definitely some cool stuff. There's cool stuff.
I need
that's
another.
come out of it.
You got another one of these, motherfucker?
Yeah, I got one more.
Are you trying to drink it? I won't drink it.
No, go ahead. You take it.
Thank you.
Jim Beam.
Yeah, they're lemonades. I can't say there. But they're good.
I grew up with Jim Beam. There was not Jim Beam lemonade.
All right.
Like, and if you
I
drank
didn't grow up in the world.
if you drank Jim Beam, you were a tough motherfucker.
No.
I
Yeah,
had people
I mean,
that
at least
finished bottles of it in college.
Or you drank it to seem tough.
Yeah, no, I literally had college friends that would like finish like a whole fucking bottle of it, and it's just like, how are you still standing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done shit like that, but
I just used to smoke a lot. I don't really do much now. I'm kind of boring.
I kind of smoke and drink once a night, and I don't really don't even drink that much. Here this guy go fucking snoring again.
It's composing of a text.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
important text.
two. How do you spell the?
How important is it? Can I do it? I'll do it for you. No.
Hip hop anonymous.
Let me. Hip hop. There's an interesting subject.
Is it though?
It was. No, it still is. I don't understand. I understand, but I don't understand. I have so many opinions.
There's still dope shit being put out.
There is.
I will say. I don't know. I feel like now though, it's either letdowns, or actually, I will say though, like some of the people that I thought were kind of gone, like Wayne, for instance. Wayne will just randomly drop a verse and shit be dope. Like some of the latest shit he's put out is some of the dopest shit I've heard from him.
I'll be honest, I was never a huge fan. Not because I disliked him, I just never really got into his shit.
Yeah.
You know?
It depends on when you also started listening to him. Because if you started listening to him when you tried to become a rock star, like in that era, that to me, in my opinion, wasn't a good look. People might like it. I didn't like it. But when he's just like when he's rapping, he spits, he drops bars.
Yeah. No, I mean he can definitely. I'm a very talented guy. He could one of the best. He's in like probably the top 10 for at least a lot of people. Not my.
No, I would
not
say
my specific top 10.
As a lyricist, I would say you have to consider him
I'd consider him
in the top 10. Yeah, I mean, mind you, it doesn't mean that it has to be your number one favorite.
No.
You can acknowledge something for what it is without also being a fan of it.
That's what I just did.
Yeah.
I just said that.
I know. I was just trying to claim it as mine.
Damn.
Yeah, I try to steal it.
Well,
I was hoping that you just said yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's the part I would have clipped.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was your idea. No,
Yeah.
that was mine. No.
So
I saw something that really disturbed me today, though. So
what'd you say?
I saw, and I don't want to be like,
Dude, you're killing me. with the breath. Okay, you can push the mic away. Other direction. Away. Yeah. There you go.
So all you do is sit in the corner and breathe, and you have a white, you have a white pan.
And luckily, I have it cutting out.
Who did you bring me on this show with? What the fuck?
Dude, right now he's plotting to kill both of us.
Probably.
He's getting up to anger.
I told you it's a business
rid of
transaction
podcasters?
that I'm texting.
No,
you're right. I am plotting to kill. It's a business transaction.
You do it by anger. That's all you have to.
I made a business.
He does that high pitched scream.
All right, so real quick because it really disturbed me,
Yeah.
and then I'll move on. But somebody had a ranking of hip hop artists, and for some reason, City Girls was ranked 48, and Mos Def and Talib Kweli were ranked 49, and I really not okay with that.
City Girl?
Yeah, the I think it's City Girls. The fucking the I don't even know. You ask somebody that's under 20.
I can look it up.
No, it's the the club hits that everybody's like, hey, yeah, which are cool to a yeah, it's what's her name's Megan.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but I'm like, how is this a list? it's sorry, things bother me.
Now, was it the most sold, or was it like
It was like I only
wise?
saw 48 and 49, but it was like ranked hip hop artists, and I'm like, I didn't read any more of the list because I knew I was probably going to throw something. But
All right, doesn't have to be hip hop, right? What is your favorite top 5 albums of all time, no matter what genre?
oh god, you're gonna make me show my age again, aren't you?
Fuck it, I'll show my age too. Man. I'm still 41, dude. It's not like I'm that much younger than you.
I know, I feel old though.
Yeah.
Check Your Head. Paul's Boutique, actually. Check Your Head, Paul's Boutique, both by the Beastie Boys. And people look at me like, oh, you like rap music? I'm like, yeah, I like the Beastie Boys. And like, yeah, you like rap music. I'm like, never mind. It's a long conversation. My music tastes are weird.
No, I like Beastie Boys.
Probably Nirvana Unplugged is up there.
I wouldn't be surprised you saying that.
Quicksand, the album Slip. They're an older hardcore band.
I don't think I've ever actually heard that.
They're pretty sick. It's just they're, in my opinion, they're sick. But then I have to think of a fifth. I don't even know. I mean, I listen to so much different shit. Like literally, like I'm in my car and like we'll be listening to, like Meth and Red, and then like it'll switch to the Muppets, which really freaks people out. It's awesome.
I think I would say for my top 5 would be the first Korn album.
Okay.
Master of Puppets, but Justice for All is still, to me, even though they killed the bass, I get it. I know the whole story. But Master of Puppets, yeah, I love every fucking song on there. Then I would say DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, his first album.
It's a great album. Yeah, I had that on cassette.
Yeah.
It's a cassette.
You know, it's funny, I might have told this story before, but your brother tricked me and Ed with the very first Korn single. And on the B side was Clown. It was Blind on one side. He said it was his band, right? So we listened to Blind and we're like, yo, this is fucking awesome. Like, what the fuck? Like, mind you, this is in 93.
It would have been 90, it would have been 95 or 96.
No, the first Korn album?
Yeah. It
came out in, I think, in 94.
It's 95. The only reason I know this, it was 90 because I started college in 95. And
I don't feel like the album was out yet, though.
No,
I feel like
it wasn't.
It's pre.
It was 95 and 96 is when it came out. I'll tell you why. And we actually have a mutual friend that this story is
I think
about.
if anything, it's 95.
Oh. So
you still be right.
One of my first days of college, I walked by this kid's room, and he's like, "Oh, I play guitar." Are you breathing still? I walked by this kid's room.
93.
Was it?
Yeah, because me and Ed were still in middle school.
Nah, it doesn't.
Yes,
well,
dude.
Anyway,
but
maybe they weren't discovered, but
but then I just want to say, then we heard Clown. And you know how they fuck around in the beginning of it.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, this really is his band.
Yeah,
and like we worshipped them for a short amount of time.
They're a great band. But I'm gonna go back to the story just because.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that out.
I'm gonna get it out quick. We walked by this kid's room and he's like, "Hi, I play guitar. Here's a corn tape that I just got at like whatever whatever show he was at or something like that." Chris Regan.
Oh shit, that's what's up.
What's up? Hi, Chris.
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
Speaking
Where
of
you
which,
going? Far House.
I'm gonna make this happen. I'm making this happen. July 2nd is the scheduled shoot for Fear Nothing video.
That's for sure.
So you should come.
Is it for the new album?
Yeah. New album. That's sick. So good.
That's what's up.
Stop breathing over there. Like a Bronx Tale.
I hope your child grows to be That's dope, though.
Yeah, so random stories.
Regan's a big Pantera fan, too. What up? And I was actually going to say, man, I don't know. Pantera, they're
up there.
Far Beyond Driven album might be.
They were the cause of, people nowadays associate, like, punching holes in walls to, like, white boy rage and stuff like that. And it's funny because, like, when we did it, it was nothing like that, but we still just punched walls. Like, it wasn't aggression. It wasn't like we're not, like, mad at the world. Well, we were mad at the world, but it's like, we're not like, oh, I can't control my emotions, punch wall. It was like, hey, dude, I bet you could punch a huge hole in that wall. Yeah.
The only thing that kind of lost it for me with rock music, though, and just like what kind of finally pushed me more be on the hip hop train. It just got to a point where it started becoming about like my feelings and so forth. And like, that's fine. You can talk about your feelings, but it started all kind of becoming like, why me? I'm in this dark place corner, but, and I was just like, yo, I'm kind of like done with this shit. Right. But then Pantera, they were more like, I will fucking whip your ass. Like, they were like no punk shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me love them so much, dog. Pantera was so dope.
I would never change the culture I've gotten for music. I've gotten, like, there's so much.
And Rage Against the Machine.
Rage. There's my friend actually just did a video for Evil Empire. They're a Rage.
That's dope.
When I say that this guy sounds just like Zach, this dude sounds, my man Tony, he sounds just like Zach. It's like, I'm listening and I'm like, what? So that's been cool. I've been doing a lot of stuff just music-wise with Medicated Savage, too.
That's what's up.
Done a bunch of.
Shout out to Moses and all them cats.
Yeah. Bunch of rap videos, all that type of stuff. They're like, people meet me, they're like, you do rap videos? You couldn't tell?
At this point, though, you meet so many people that do so many different things.
You can't judge a book by its
I don't put nothing behind nobody.
Well, that was like my MO growing up, is like, you really couldn't judge a book by its cover. I love saying that, and I meet people with an open mind, or try to, at least when I meet new people. But it's like, there's some people who are just like, nah. It's like, oh no, that's gonna be the director. No.
Also,
no, it's not. I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
Nah, man, I don't ever let people not have their artistic, their shit, because, like, again, you never know who can do what. People have a knack for something; they have a knack for it. That's that's what they're into. So you could think that they're not into hip hop or whatever it is, but yet they can put together something that will blow your fucking mind. Yeah. Like to where they really feel like they can let their artistry out.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists out. There's a lot of artists that are still coming up too, and they're like finding themselves, and they're like, you can tell that when somebody actually has it, like they have it. It's like they're an artist, and you're like, yeah, that is an artist. There's people that are trying and they're doing their best, and they're succeeding in a lot of sense. So those are the ones that have to try harder to learn how to draw. When there's some people that are just like, no, I draw, fuck you. It's like,
it's true.
It's
an art in what you do as with video editing and shit. Like, that's like, you got to have a vision.
You do, and like I think a lot of it is oversaturated from the internet.
I agree.
Like everything
with you
these days, I'm not trying to be anti-internet, but it's like,
But people are making some amazing fucking things, though.
That's the good side. There's good sides and bad sides of everything. There's like, everybody has access to TikTok, and they're like, oh, this DJ has 9,000 views, and he's like pressing the sync button, and they just like.
Right.
And it's like, you have these kids like fucking, I won't name kids, but they're just sick, and they're just like people are like, oh, I don't like him, he looks weird. It's like, it's getting better. Like in the art community, it's not like that, but it's like the mainstream community, I feel that it's like, hey, what are you wrong with you, man? Like I was gonna paint like my nails, like my just because it pissed me off about the whole fucking drag thing. Maynard actually performed in drag in Florida. That was awesome.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, it did take kind of a 180.
Yeah, it did. I was just
no, the drag thing. What do you mean? What drag thing?
So he's talking about Maynard Tool.
Oh, there's a lot of shit.
Tool, actually,
a lot of shit in Florida. See, I don't pay attention to as much in the world as I should too, because it pisses me off. But so I'm not the elite to speak on a lot of it. But there's a lot of shit in Florida that is just stupid. Like they're banning like everything. They're banning books. They're banning, they're trying to ban transgender people. They're trying to ban dressing.
How do you do something like that?
You know, this is the only flip side, though. This is the only flip side. This is what America is about. You live in the states that you like feel where it's home.
It is,
and if a certain state doesn't want to be a certain way, they should be allowed to do that, unless it becomes federally mandated. Only reason why I say that, as much as like I'm cool like with everybody to live and let live, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I also believe in being a statesman. Right. So,
well, what about the Constitution, Bill of Rights?
So, Constitution, Bill of Rights again, or I get it, I understand.
That's a 360 though. This chick. But keep going. I like it.
My point is,
but it's we the people.
You should be able to express yourself and not be told how you can and can't.
The problem.
Or
this
whatever.
is the only problem.
Like, you're not hurting
it's
anybody.
It's not even about the subject of what it is. It's not even about the fact. It's about the fact of states. If you start saying that states can't mandate their own shit and vote on
I'm
what
not
the way,
saying they
because
can't.
mind you, Florida's not just turning it into this; they have to vote on this shit
Right.
still.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that.
Dude's running for president.
I'm saying something should just not be voted.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I agree with this point too, though.
But
it's like
when you start telling states that they can't do that, and you start federally mandating everything, that's one more step more close to a fucking
I
tyranny.
agree. I totally agree with you on that.
That's
I think
why
it's
not even
a slippery
about
slope.
Yeah,
it's all about.
You need people to live their life. Like,
Well, it's tolerance,
dude, drugs shouldn't even be illegal.
Everywhere
If someone
that
wants
they've
to
been
do,
legalized,
listen.
it's been better.
What I'm saying though is, if kids want, like, if you want to do it, that is your shit. So if you look at places where it is not like oppressed upon
what I'm
to that
saying.
degree,
See, the problem is,
there is less situations.
It
You know
takes
what I mean?
away.
The problem is that there's.
It's like teaching a kid to have to use a gun versus just having a gun around the house.
The problem is this,
excuse me.
and I learned this recently, is that there's so many things that occur in the world that are just evil, and there's people in the world that'll be like, I see your point. I see, you should legalize drugs. There's people that will realize what the drugs do, target a certain, if you had somebody on a campaign like Coca-Cola does do.
But if heroin was legal right now,
Yeah.
if heroin was legal, are you going to be doing heroin?
I wouldn't personally.
Exactly.
But
now, if heroin is illegal and people who want to do heroin are still doing heroin, so what the fuck does it matter?
My stepfather,
instead, you should have more awareness about it.
Many years ago, proposed this, what you're saying to me, and I was like, "What? Legalize drugs? You're crazy!" And then he was like, "Hear me out," and he changed my mind. He basically was like, "Think about it like this." He goes, "If you can go to Walgreens or your doctor and get prescribed your dose for heroin, because that's what you're doing," he goes, "You don't have to go worry about getting overdosed, buying shit heroin. You can get the proper procedure, like PPE. You can you can, like, with the dispensaries, where it comes from and all that shit. It takes away all the shadowy aspects of it. You don't have to go to the back streets behind this building and cop a bag kind of thing. And all the money that's used to fight drugs and all this shit can now go to health and recovery for people who do get addicted to the drugs, because whether they're legal or not legal, whether legal or illegal, people are going to use them anyway.
Right.
It's not going to change.
That's the main shit.
So let's
we waste
focus
so much money on the war on drugs.
So let's focus on health centers
war.
for people to get better when they're done doing their drug thing, and stop. And he was like, and now you got no more drug dealers. All the trappers are gone. All the trap houses are gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And again,
there's places to go.
People
do the
are
drugs.
still going
what's that
to.
gonna do to hip hop?
People
Valid
are
point.
then they'll be too dusted out their brain. You know what I mean? Be left for the people that have
There's,
fucking
like,
lyrics.
So much crazy shit that's happening.
There-
Like I'm just touching on some of it. Like they're like, I guess there's people that are like incriminating themselves in their songs, and they're trying to get.
Oh
into
yeah,
the
oh
game.
yeah. Most certainly.
I'm out of it a little bit, but it's just like
I'm a firm believer that, like, I take a libertarian
Bobby
stance. If
Shmurda went
anything.
to jail over that shit.
I'm a firm believer in, at the end of the day, do whatever you want to do, no matter what it is. Just don't hurt nobody and don't force nobody, including me.
That's the problem.
So,
and I agree with. I 100% agree.
Otherwise
with you.
than that, don't tread on me.
I totally agree.
But
if you are hurting people, that's where.
But that's when obviously you know what not to do. You don't kill nobody. You don't just beat anybody up and take their shit.
No,
I'm not talking about any of that changing.
You would think
there's still laws.
Yeah, but there's people. I mean, this is a long topic. This, there's religion. There's like, I always thought America was like.
Talk a little closer.
Sorry,
no worries.
What you were saying about basically tolerance is like, there's a great saying that says, "I do not believe in what you have to say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it," which is what America is. So
I agree with that.
We have a lot of opinions, and everybody is entitled to their opinion. I consider some of these opinions wrong, but it's yes, you can say that no matter how stupid you sound.
What people forget is that I don't have to pay attention to that, and neither do you.
Exactly. But when people start paying attention and people are just like, there's so much like, I don't even want to get started in a political.
I just think there's too much freedom to like sue and do this, that, and the other thing when it's just like, yo, someone said something you didn't like. You need to really cancel them.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me. Just don't listen.
I understand cancel culture to an extent. If you're preaching hate, I mean, that's.
But but it's almost like even still.
Well,
if you're the type,
I'll give you
hold on, no.
Stop.
Shit. I started my sentence first, motherfucker. If you're the type of person that's swayed by that type of thinking, if you're the type of person that's swayed by that type of thinking, then shame on you as a person. So fuck you. At least I'd rather you be out in the open with it, so I can trust you to be you. Now I know you're a Ku Klux Klan member.
Right.
Now I know you're a fucking this. Now I know you're this. Like.
Well, what I was gonna say about the cancel culture thing is, for example, for me would be like the show The Boondocks. You couldn't have that show come out now.
There's so many shows you couldn't have come out now. You couldn't have the Dukes of Hazzard come out now.
Nothing's changed except we as a people.
But there's
the show
also
is still the same show it was when it came out, and it was fine back then.
So it still also depends on the level of money. Because there's still there's shit out there right now that's fucking like over the top dark humor, like and crazy shit.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan. I love.
Same shit.
Everybody is on the same level with me. Like there's nobody's above anybody else. It's just like you were all like Full Metal Jacket. You are all equally worthless.
Yes.
It's like it's. I don't care what but sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's all right. I was just being respectful to get finished.
Pause.
Yes, pause, please, because otherwise I'm greedy as hell now. I win. What was I gonna say now? Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we were talking about Full Metal Jacket when you said that. Do you know that sergeant was his first job as an actor? Yeah. And he was not an actor at all. Right. He was a real fucking army sergeant, and they hired him to do the job. And because he did the shit so well, he went on and did it. They didn't
write any of that shit. They just let him do his thing.
Like, how old are you?
Well, I didn't say any of it, but
you're 39. Okay. Well, no. Okay, you're up there. Yes, I did know that. A lot of
I knew that too.
A lot of film buffs will know that. And stuff like that, which is a very cool fact. But a lot of people nowadays just don't.
See, I will say,
I love movies.
Thank God for YouTube, because I've never would have learned that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's where
I've known that for years.
That's where I got it from.
I've been a huge Stanley Kubrick fan. And I just lost half the audience when I said Stanley Kubrick. So they're like, who?
I remember when that movie came out.
Yeah.
What was that? Space Odyssey? No, Space Odyssey or just Odyssey?
2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah. When these fucking. That's like there's actual someone that put what the fuck is it, obelisk of just pure metal, like pretty much like in the beginning of that movie. I went in a random part in the desert.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
I've seen that.
Someone hiking stumbled onto it.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Like I love fucking with people too. It's like no, we did that.
It's funny though, because that's how legends get started.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
There's mad people that be trying to put some hoax. You ever see the Y Files? Plug in for the Y Files.
The who?
The Y Files.
No.
It's on YouTube, and usually each video is anywhere from 20 minutes to 30 minutes long, right? But he talks about whatever's the conspiracy, like the lizard people or this or that, and crop circles.
Yeah.
Oh,
but he's dope though, right? He's got his little his gimmick, his little fish, animated fish that talks all this shit in this crazy voice. And at first he's kind of annoying, But then you actually start kind of liking its name is Hecklefish. You actually start liking the little dude, and you're like I noticed the other day he hadn't talked in a while, and I was like, yo, where the fuck's Hecklefish? But anyway, he does a great job of presenting you what it is and kind of like making you believe this is what he believes, right? But then he debunks like almost all of it at the very end. And
that sounds interesting.
He's dope too, because the way he does it, he's like, these are just the facts I found. Put together your own shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you how it's a possibility, how it's
look
not.
That up. That sounds.
It's hard to even trust facts now. I quotes. I'm sorry.
This dude does. I say this dude does research though. Like, you know what I mean?
And if you do your research, but there's so many people that like hear one thing and it's like, oh, I heard from my cousin that this, he saw on YouTube that UFOs are back. So. UFOs are fucking. What about UFOs?
They never left.
I've been watching mad shit, so I can tell you mad different shit right now.
They're declassified.
They just declassified
all these.
Yeah,
like,
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But what they haven't learned is that of all the time that UFOs have been coming to Earth, and we're so stupid that none of them wanted to stay. They just keep leaving. Like different species keep coming back, in my opinion, and they're just like, nah, fuck this.
What's crazy? So crop circles, for instance.
Yes.
Right. So though it's technically been debunked, right? Like as public knowledge, right? People have tried to like, you can't do how some of these crop circles were done.
Right. Yeah.
So, and the two people that came forward out in England, they were like, all right, well, if you're the one that made them, make some crop circles. Came out horrible, like not even close, right? So then you start to find out that they're actually like the government came to them and they're like, take credit for it, supposedly, right? But a lot of what the shit is like, it really was bent like half stock. Of the wheat wasn't all the way down, so it couldn't have been like mashed down. Some of these things are so elaborate and there's sequences like the Fibonacci. It's all that shit. So it's like you can't deny that something's out there.
And
other part of me still though also feels like it's the government testing out different shit.
So at the same time,
they're just using aliens as a scapegoat.
With all the million documentaries we've watched on this shit, that once we discovered the atom bomb and set off our first atom bomb, all that activity escalated. And all around like they've seen there's been a lot of activity by like all the nuclear silos and shit, like and then they leave.
Yeah, it's exactly like what
the atom bomb like put us on the map for like aliens and shit kind of thing.
Yeah, just like the Tesseract. That's what Thor said.
Yes,
it's a signal that we're ready for a higher form. Of
exactly.
War. Yeah,
an Infinity Gauntlet. Duh.
So
we have to get all the Infinity.
Well, there's
stones.
already, what is it called, the solo something. There's already it's actually it's funny though because
Cup?
It's space.
Solo cup.
It is related to space though. That's the funny shit. But it's like we pretty much have come together and have like a space armada for an intermediate though, not like something that goes. We visited all the planets in the solar system again, supposedly. And we have this space armada that may potentially have 64 ships.
Wait, maybe I missed the part of when you started.
No, I'm just saying. So there's a theory, right, that we actually have right now in orbit, like a space, pretty much like an armada.
So this is theory,
right? Like an armada of like I don't know, I think it was maybe 32 ships or whatever the case may be, and that's why we're seeing all the triangles. And there's been photos of us developing a fighter craft kind of like shit to be able to fly around in space. So like, but that's why they see all these UFO sightings. If you've noticed, they're not circular anymore. They're triangle. So that's why they're saying what it relates to. And it's like, oh shit, I don't put it past us.
What about how they're saying that the space isn't real now? They're saying, I've seen the videos where like they're saying that the space station, they're glitching and they're showing the green screen and they're filming all this underwater supposedly.
So I don't know if that's real footage though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm taking that video's word for it. I'd have to debunk that whole shit. And I don't think it's a real video. I don't think it's really people in space. I think they're
So did we land on the moon? Is that a question?
I think we did.
I think we did too, but I've heard some pretty compelling arguments that we didn't.
There's rumors that there's also bases already up on the fucking moon.
Rumors of everything. I think we're recruiting a space force now. I think I've actually seen like ads on Facebook for it.
We got to be getting there soon though. We already
I know.
We already have SpaceX fucking flying up there with people that are not astronauts.
Right.
And Like we're definitely on the verge of all that shit. You know, I think we might be, depending on, obviously I can't say when we're gonna die, right? But
well, I can tell you when you're gonna die.
Please,
That's
no,
what the
don't.
text was about.
I don't want a time limit. Just let me think I have more work to do. You know,
Well, I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, please don't.
Would you, if you could find that out?
No,
I wouldn't either.
because I can't change it. So why the fuck do I even want to know?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if that's how I'm gonna die.
Well, because I mean, so the argument would be, I would think, would be that if you know you're going to go on this particular day, you could button everything up before that day and live your day a certain way before that point happens.
You could sleep in.
You could.
You could sleep in that day.
Or you can also just live in the moment.
Yeah.
And just say fuck it, when it's my time, it's my time. Yeah. So one of the things that I like,
you could also maybe avoid it.
So
if you know,
one of the reasons why I hate smoking weed sometimes is because I'll start thinking like that. Like, what if I this? What if a plane crashed into the house? Like mad crazy shit, right? Because of it, one night I ordered like $700 worth of survival gear. So,
so little interesting segue since planes crashing into houses. Do you know what cellar door comes from?
No, I figured it's probably it dealt with molestation.
No, it has nothing to do with a white van. No.
Donnie Darko.
Free Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi.
Actually, we got to go to break. We're way past break time.
Oh shit!
All right, we're gonna go to break. This is just we allow everybody to be able to take a piss. Do whatever the case may be. Grab another beer, whatever it is. And be back here in usually like 5 to 6, maybe 7 minutes. Who knows, right?
Wow, I can jerk off like 3 times.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
At 46?
Yeah.
His hands got callous. All right, we'll be back.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Sick. Oh, you want to play fetch? Go get it. Good boy. You got Moody on your beat, bitch. Even when life gets hard, I'll still ride for mine. Even when things go wrong, I'm the only one they call. Even when life gets hard, I'll still ride for mine. Even when things go wrong, we're the only ones we. I was just a puppy myself, ain't had no dogs till I jumped off the porch and landed inside the yard. I used to ask God for help, then he sent me my dogs. I copped a couple of packs and started breaking the law. At first it was kinda hard, I must admit it myself. Ex-cons all on the corner, pimps pimping some daughters. We them youngies giving orders, but not taking no orders. OGs didn't like it, but had no choice but support us. We them youngins making waves and having fun in the water. Till niggas got slaughtered, 5-0 was getting smarter. Fiends making deals, had my dogs out taking losses. Plugs not making it home, fucked up the project. Somebody's being found that really fucked up the process. Your family not being fed really fucks with your conscience. So get it while the getting is good should be your mindset. I got dogs laying under the ground that haven't rot yet. What you know about blood on the floor that you gotta mop up? What you know about your dogs catching licks and you gotta hop in? You don't wanna go like Trey, but you can't stop it. I know plenty pit bull ass niggas turn to chihuahuas. If Furious got killed, Trey would avenge his father. So if my dogs call me, I'm clipping heads like a barber. I'm locking shit down, they calling me Coach Carter. When that game clock ticking, they calling me Black Mamba. Even when life gets hard, I'll still ride for mine. Even when things go wrong, I'm the only one they call. Even when life gets hard, I'll still ride for mine. Even when things go wrong, we're the only ones we call. Snack? You're such a good boy. I love you so much, you my little baby. Dogs.
Honda sales.
Oh, yes. This is Lieutenant Balzania from the West Springfield PD. We just got some calls in about a Hispanic male that is running around your lot naked, flashing cars on Route 5. Have you seen anything?
I didn't. Personally, I don't know.
Yeah, supposedly he's been in and out. They've seen him on a couple of vehicles. They're not sure if he's wiping his genitalia on the windshield or whatever the case, but I'd ask you guys if you see anybody out there.
Right now, I don't have sitting inside. I can walk outside and double check. Let me ask somebody else.
All right, yeah. If you do see him, we ask if you can compare genitalia to see whose is bigger. Would you mind doing that for me? This is Lieutenant Balzania of the West Springfield PD.
Give me a second, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
They've called Con. This is John speaking. I'm going to help you.
Yeah, hi. I was on a hold. I was looking for a used car.
Okay. Do you know who you were on hold with by any chance?
I did not catch a name. No, I'm sorry.
Okay. What type of car were you looking for?
It's something preferably four-door. Something a little newer, lower miles. Not much wear and tear on it.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure we definitely have a bunch of Civics and Accords that would fit that description. Did you see one in particular you liked?
No, I just seen there's a lot of options, but, one of the things that's most important to me is that there's enough backseat space for me and my partner.
Okay.
Sometimes we can get a little rowdy and we're both taller men, so I need enough room for that,
Okay. Not a problem.
Another important thing to me, too, is with the Hondas, are the seats easy to clean?
Leather's definitely easier to clean than cloth, so yeah, leather would definitely be.
Yeah, because sometimes Jonathan spurts like a fire hydrant, and I know sometimes it's just hard to contain.
Okay.
Yeah, I sometimes I think he eats cucumbers before we get down to business because it comes out really liquidy,
Oh, yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, so as long as it cleans out, though, that's not a problem. I try to catch most of my mouth, but,
Yeah, it happens.
From there, do you have things that kind of roll in the teen range for prices?
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty much our inventory.
Yeah, I like most of my men teens, so if I can spend around that kind of money, that would be good.
Okay.
Do you have any hot young salesmen that would be able to show me around some?
Absolutely, we got a few for you.
Excellent, excellent. Can I have more than one at a time?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, and how desperate are they for a sale?
Very.
Okay, excellent. Because honestly, I'd just pay whatever you're asking if they would really show me the ins and outs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, excellent. What time are you guys open till?
We're open till midnight tonight. So come by anytime.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it only said sex on your schedule.
No, a couple extra hours.
Okay, excellent. And the car's usually locked or are they unlocked?
They're all unlocked.
Okay, and I can just throw my load in a couple and see what I like best?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Sebastian, you've been a very good help. I appreciate it much.
Yep, no problem.
Should I ask for you when I come down?
You can ask for anyone.
When I come down your throat, I should ask for you?
This is Frank Marnici, and this is Darth Vader.
Did he just say cock?
What?
Yeah, I think I'm regretting not keeping my AC running in my bedroom.
I was going to say, what, do you have the heat on Hades?
No, dude. Well, so the problem is like circulation in this house. So you see the big ass unit that I have.
No, I've never seen
Yeah,
your
you
unit.
have. Yeah, you have. Don't lie to them. No.
It's a good thing I put on headphones so I can hear that really clearly now.
I have a big ass unit in the front window, just for everyone to see.
I can't even listen to you say that and not laugh.
This unit is so big.
Talk about your unit.
Just drive by. I mean, just drive by the house.
Yeah, and see my unit and wave to it.
Yeah. Hey.
It waves back.
Hey, that's.
My unit is so big it waves back.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
It has a knuckle.
No, it says aloha, so it says hi and bye. It just says aloha. So anyway, it's a big ass unit, and but it doesn't make it much into the living room. My unit is limited to my living room.
Oh, that's too bad.
And primarily because my house gets so fucking hot.
Dude, you need to experiment.
So I used
With
to
your
have
unit.
fans that disperse the air, but it was annoying as shit. So now I have I have portable ACs in each bedroom now. But my kids aren't here, so it's like I'm not running theirs. And I had mine running, but I didn't want it running all day, so I turned it off. And I was like, I'll turn it back on shortly.
I just put the air conditioners in my windows and turn them on.
Yeah, so
I didn't even put mine in
I
yet.
pay a lot of money with just my income, so I am kind of mindful. My solar panels aren't in yet, so they're coming like 2 weeks or so, I think. And then from there, my bill will forever be a particular price, which is what I strive to when I'm like trying to cut all the electricity off. Is pretty much what my bill's becoming for average for the whole year.
Nice.
And I don't have to maintain shit, pay for nothing.
That's not bad.
Great.
Yeah, that works. Where were we?
I don't even remember. So, would you ever be in porn?
You're assuming I haven't been.
This is a very important.
You see how I let you get that joke off, right? No.
This is a very important question.
Important question.
That's a reach.
Yeah,
That's such a reach.
I know. Sorry.
Well, I mean, for me, it's
you're doing too much.
It's an impotent question. I mean, important question.
It's flaccid.
Yes.
It's the hard truth.
Yes and no. I mean, I'd love to be in. Well, I'd love to be like the the random guy.
The fluffer?
No, not the fluffer. There's like the guy.
You almost said it like innocent, like the fluffer. Like he was almost actually curious.
It's like Disney Bambi style. That's okay. He can call me a fluffer if he wants to.
The fluffer, Mama.
Thumper. No, fluffer. No, what? Fuck.
Same thing.
No, not her. Don't thump her.
Yeah.
You saying thump him?
I don't have any,
No?
I don't have anything against porn, but I probably wouldn't.
Porn?
I probably wouldn't star in a role. I think I would probably.
I would.
Is it porn or
definitely.
porno?
Only thing I'd
How do
want
you
to
say it?
do.
What do you
is-
say?
Is get rid of my gut before.
Say
I'm
porn or
married.
porno?
Sure.
What's your go-to if you're going to talk about it? Do you say
what?
Do you say porn or porno?
I say porn. Porno. Grow up.
I've heard people say.
Porno. Who the fuck says porno?
Grow up and sin like an adult.
So
unless you mean it like porno.
So this is actually
porn yes or porno.
Are you a Mexican or
Mexican? I love Robert Rodriguez. He's fucking amazing. Just to shout him out.
Christopher Reeves.
Wow.
You're a piece of shit.
Here's a
On many levels.
he's a stand-up guy.
Oh, now you're a bigger piece of shit.
Yeah,
Listen, he is not going to
Yeah.
sit for that.
Ever since he's Superman, that hoe.
Yes. That's
Woo!
like I didn't know he's like Soldier Boy came up with that, right? Not Christopher Reeves.
You know what Superman and a hoe is, right?
Oh boy.
It's when like you're fucking around with them, and if they give you blue balls, what you do at that point is when they fall asleep, you nut on their back, and then you drape the sheet on them. And then you can yell like, "There's a fire" or something like that, and then they jump out.
Oh boy, I'm not
Superman. Hoe.
I'm not gonna go down that road. 'Cause
That's what she said.
There's so many that I know that are just like, oh my god. But here's a true story for you though. I'll ask you. What's the? You ever get a call from HR?
From HR?
Yeah.
So HR sits right behind me in their office is literally right behind me.
Nice.
I can say for the most part, I always stay out of that office unless I have to talk.
I got called in as a witness one time. Like they called me.
I got called in.
They called me. They called me on the phone.
Yeah.
And like I'm trying to figure out this lady's job because she literally asked me. She's like, "Do you recall so and so stating?" Oh, they're in the woods making a porno for fat people.
Wow. Okay. This is a serious.
This serious, like this guy actually. The guy, I think the guy that said it is dead, so he's off the hook now.
He died doing the porn?
No, he died in the woods or something.
Not doing the porn, but in the woods.
He was like the
while they were doing the porn.
Yeah, he was the fluffer. So
you should have seen that coming.
Oh,
so should have he.
Coming this soon.
Coming too soon.
That's you guys.
Blue Chew.
You do have the great movie voice, guy.
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. I miss that guy.
He was a girl. She was a guy. Rated NC-17. Sorry.
You ever see? What's his name? You asked me about comedians. I'm probably dating myself again, but Pablo Francisco does a great movie guy.
Yeah, he does. Actually, he's the one that fucking inspired me to do it one day.
It's like I met that guy. That's how he really talks. He's like, "Hey, nice to meet you. You could do it much better."
I feel like I did do it before I heard him, but he was finally the one that made it mad funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, get down. Yeah. He said, what did he say? Action. No, he said action.
Yes.
Get down. More action. Get down again.
Keanu Reeves. They knew too much. We know too much.
They knew too much. We know too much.
We went too far.
We did go too far.
He said we went too far, man.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Headphones is a whole different perspective.
Little tortilla boy.
That shit was hysterical.
Listen to me, Karina.
They're trying to take my tortillas.
We gotta take them down. No, he does do it fucking.
Yeah, he's.
He does. His whole set is hilarious. He's like, the Mexican.
He does he's like.
Oh my God, you're like a monkey. A fucking monkey.
The whole thing about how he learned to speak Spanish through listening to Spanish radio.
Did
you ever
really?
hear that? And he's like, I asked my dad. He's like, how? I don't speak Spanish. How can I get better at speaking Spanish? He's like, listen to Spanish radio.
That's fucking
and he's like,
great.
But all the TV stars sound like Dracula.
And the music. He does that shit fucking on stage. But that the monkey shit was in reference to him talking about like a chick at a rave or a bar, drunk at the end of the night.
Oh,
and he's talking about he was all dancing. She's like, you're like a fucking monkey. It was fucking hilarious. So I can't.
I don't know.
Fucking monkey.
Is that a compliment?
I think it was meant to be.
I always think of the dude with the symbols, the monkey with the symbols from Stephen King.
There you go.
It's like monkeys. I've actually seen a lot of monkey videos.
I know apes will fuck you. Chimpanzees will fuck you up.
Yo,
they will bite your fingers off and shit.
Dude, the little helper monkeys. I want a helper monkey.
I like little. They're such a
Just don't spank it.
Oh damn!
Well, when he's wrong,
I would immediately the first night of having a monkey would spank it.
Just to say he'd spank your monkey.
Dude. I'm like yesterday I had to spank my monkey. It was a sad day.
Yeah, well, it's gonna go back to the old school where it's like you're gonna be talking to your mom and it's like, why do my kids behave so good for you and they don't behave for me?
Because I hit
him.
Oh,
I hit him.
Right. Oh, it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we definitely raised a generation of weak ass kids. It's gotta, you know what it is too, though. I think in a lot of cases, besides the people that just have too much time on their hands, the rest of the people, like the people that grew up as the if you hit me, I'm calling calling foster or kids child services on you.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids grew up and have kids, and they're just like, God damn! Now I see how fucking unruly kids are.
It's like I'm watching all of my friends have kids, and I'm just like, you don't remember us? One of my friends is going somewhere with his daughter. I'm like, remember when we took your car to driving school? And that was an interesting story.
Yo, my first drive to Forest Park Middle School, I think it was in seventh grade, maybe 8th grade. It was my boy. He pulled up in a stolen car. Yeah. I didn't know it was stolen. I just hopped in. I assumed it was his mom's or whatever. And then I'm just out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, where did you get this car? He's like, oh, I just stole it. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, well, bring me all the way to the door. Don't drop me off now.
We did. I will say, growing up in our era was definitely different. I wouldn't change that for.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you can capture moments. Like I'm kind of jealous that I don't have more pictures of stuff, and then I'm really glad that not everybody had a video camera with them.
Yo, I tell these guys, I have a box. I think, oh, did I throw them away? No, I think I still have a box of Polaroid cameras that came with the Marlboro packs for free.
Shit.
Yo, and we tripped balls. Pause. Like off of lots of acid. There was liquid acid involved. I think that was actually the primary culprit. Yo, it was crazy. That I think the first night we went over to Copsum, right? And it was back on my old childhood block, right? Which is weird to trip on when you hadn't been there in some years. And it was a liquid vial, headed in a Visine vial. Vial, excuse me. And I said vial. Ugh. Yeah, no, he had it in a Visine vial. And he put a drop in my eye, and then when he went to go put a drop on my tongue, I squirted the bottle. I took his hand and went, oh, yo, pause. And and yo, I've never tripped more in my life, dude. It was the craziest scenario, dude. Walls were like literally melting, and I'd see people like through a window, the wall would melt, and I would still see them walking, and like they'd either come up to the door, keep going. Shit was like crazy. I remember, I think that same day, my boy had a Papa or a Smurfs blanket on, and Papa Smurf was literally sitting on his knee, like talking to him, I guess.
My friends talked to a bush for half an hour because they thought it was Oscar the Grouch. That was on mushrooms, though. Those are.
I've done a lot of mushrooms too. Mushrooms are fun.
Mushrooms are great.
I did. Yo, the first time I had mushrooms was in Chicopee.
Excuse me for 1 second. I'm sorry.
No worries. Where the school is, right? You know when you get off the very first exit of 391?
Yep.
And you take that right, pretty much, instead of going into the center or taking the left to go to Max Cap, you take the right to go up the hill.
Yeah.
There's a school that was right there, right? And there used to be this big ass field. It may still be there. I haven't been there in a while, but anyway, we were there tripping our fucking faces off on mushrooms. And
I'm listening. I gotta send a client a video.
I just remember the reason why I brought up the vial of that. I think that's when we took the night of the pictures. But anyway,
yes, that's what you were getting.
Yeah, my boy was sitting in the field. I think I've told this story too to this guy, but my boy was sitting in the field, and I was like, "You're running through the forest, right?" And boom, you hit a tree. And I fucking smacked him dumb hard in his fucking forehead, right? Yo, he got up and ran.
You have told me about that.
And just ran right into a brick wall. Didn't even put his hands up, nothing. Just like, maybe in run, a hand was up. We probably punched him in the face when he hit the wall. Just smack. Fell right on his back, stayed there for like 20 minutes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that shit was. Or, the other one too, I think I got somebody else where is you're in a bubble. You're in a bubble. You're doing that shit. And it pops. Yo, they'll freak the fuck out, dude. It's crazy.
Give me 1 sec, bro.
No, put that down, dude.
I know.
This is bullshit.
Well, no, it's a business text.
Well, I was waiting for that.
Text.
Well, actually, I sent something to a client and apparently it didn't go through. Hold on. So,
how dare you?
I know. No, it sucks when technology doesn't work.
Did you just change up your story?
No, it's literally for a client.
Yeah, no, I'm just fucking around.
So let's see if that works.
So if you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be? Quick, now.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis, that is a good one.
It's just off the top of my head.
I would want to fly.
I want to answer it like fucking Jason Lee and Mallrats. Oh, that's a great question.
I would want a healing factor.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Sorry, I hate me.
I would fly, like I said.
Flying would be cool.
Because I could see the fucking world anytime I want. Just be out.
I'll tell you, one of my old managers from Big Y or some shit, like his or no, it was HE. I don't give a fuck where it was. But his son had some sort of disease where
it was fly?
It was like Wolverine. Like you would cut, like he would get a cut, and the blood would just clot like right away. Like
wow.
it was like instant healing. It was like fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's all I got about that story.
He went on to become Elon Musk.
He did go on to become Elon Musk. He's been shot into space, and he's fighting the triangle UFOs that might or might not be part of the space.
It all makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
It all came. That's.
Well, bring it back.
I can see clearly.
That's pretty good.
Did the rain is gone?
Yes.
I heard it through the grapevine. Yeah, follow that up, motherfuckers.
Don't talk back.
I'm gonna go back to breathing. What is that?
Do you play video games at all?
I did, and I don't. I don't have time for video games. Like I find that if I play them, I like get nothing done.
You get stuff done in the video game.
I was gonna say it depends on what you're talking about by not getting stuff done. Because what have you been doing the last few hours? Getting stuff done.
Yeah, true.
I'm actually designing a video game.
All right, I'd play that one.
So
it's loose.
Actually,
like his ass.
No, I clench. So it's like right now what I'm building is a prototype, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like Ark without the dinosaurs. You ever heard of Ark?
Like, as in Noah?
No, the video game.
No, I have not.
Ark is you get dropped at a planet. You're pretty much, I think, you're naked or next to naked.
Mhm.
You start by fucking gathering fiber, trees, whatever, to start clothing yourself so you don't freeze to death.
Mhm.
You got to literally build a fire. You got to kill things to eat. Like it's a survival game.
Okay.
So what I'm building right now is like that, and I'm up to the point now where I have a full inventory crafting system. You can craft like a hatchet, an axe, you can eat berries, collect those from a tree. You can chop down trees or bushes. You can pickaxe to rocks and break apart. You get resources. I now have it to where you can equip armor, like a shirt, pants, fucking helmet, like all this shit's now all like live right now. Not live to where I can have you play it right now, but right now I can show you. And I haven't designed the map or anything. The map's like that's last shit. But
there's
I'm moving along, dude. I got a sprinting system, hunger system, fucking.
Nice. I'm excited to see the finished product.
Yeah, so I'm doing this.
I'm excited to see your unit when it's finished.
I can show you upstairs.
I've always wanted to eat berries in a video game.
Yes.
You don't. Your ass dies. But yeah, no. So it will have like eventually you'll be able to shoot deer. Shit like that. There will be other people that can be in the world with you. There will be a building system. Actually, after this, I think the next thing I'm working is the building system. So where you'll be able to put down like floor pieces, wall pieces, roofs.
Yep.
Like
you'll be able to
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Being a wise ass.
But I was gonna say there's more like kind of like Minecraft, but with dope graphics.
I was gonna say, I remember build your own skate park for like Tony Hawk and shit like that. Like
that was awesome.
Actually,
that's
you know, I used to love.
That's when I played video games.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Actually, I was telling somebody the other day about being at your house on Long Hill, right? And me and Ed were playing Star Wars TIE Fighter, and like that game was so detailed in being the pilot.
Yeah,
you can have someone be just the main pilot, and you had enough to do, and you can have someone be the co-pilot.
Yeah.
That slowed the engines down and sped this up, put the forward shields on.
Yeah,
there was enough to do. It was so dope, yo. We'd have so much fun. We'd sit up fucking so many late nights playing that shit.
That's pretty awesome.
But yeah, just memories. I went down memory lane real quick.
Well, I mean, I was out making porn at that time.
Yeah, listen, this guy was in every gay porn. Let me get some of that.
So? Yeah. I was only the fluffer.
Yeah.
The fluffer nutter?
They say if you want to get into porn, since so many guys want to do porn, that you have to start doing gay shit first. And then they'll let you move on to women.
Either way, I don't want to get into porn, but
I heard that this is some shit, at least in the big companies. But I think now you can just make an account on Pornhub and you can I'm about to do voyeur shit.
Dude, Pornhub is like
I'd like to kick chicks into some cash.
The amount of people that do porn, it's actually kind of cool, but the amount of people that are just liberated enough to do it is pretty cool. But
actually, I just want to say real quick, any women, if you watch this, if you want to make some money, we'll do like the one view, or what is it, like the first person shit? What are
point of view?
POV.
Yeah.
We'll do POV shit. Won't show your face or nothing. Right? If there's scenes where you blur it out, we'll blur it out. And we'll make some cash.
Creep without saying you're a creep.
You just got to come with clean papers. That's all I ask.
It's funny, like there's being in the actual video world and being in the camera world. There's actually rigs, so like they'll show you behind the scenes porno shit. So you have like a guy doing a girl from behind, and to get that angle, there's this old hairy guy that's just draped over his back with a camera, like on his stomach. It's just like, whoa, dude. And I'm like,
I could do that shit right the fuck here.
I mean, that's what I did in porn. You asked me what I did in porn. I was holding the camera.
You were the old guy with the blanket over
camera.
him? Why'd you put the blanket over you?
No, the camera, not the blanket.
About to say, what the fuck?
There was no blanket.
You don't even need that shit these days. You just
No.
people do it with their smartphones.
Yeah, but
You still be there with the smartphone in the
man,
blanket.
there's levels to porn.
Why are you on your stomach?
Arch your back.
This shot has no aesthetic beauty to it whatsoever. Can we get a little contrast? And
let's get some flowers over here on this table or something that she's bent over.
Lighting.
Lighting is key.
No. Even these days.
And audio.
Should I
you
see
gotta be able to hear that.
Oh yeah. So there's actually somebody. I read this on some internet search that I don't want to talk about, but there's actually somebody that transcribes porn for deaf people.
Get out.
Shit.
And that's a job at Pornhub.
She said, "Oh, yeah,
exactly.
Oh, yeah."
There's also a job that somebody verbally describes porn for blind people, and it's just like, how do you explain to somebody that's your job?
It's like reading a book. Your imagination, if you've at least seen at some point, if you've
multiple times.
Why do you think people do the phone sex?
They do still?
I think there's probably still numbers.
It's been so long since I've seen a porn mag, so I don't know if there's still numbers anymore.
I would say the only difference with phone numbers.
Porn mag. That just sounds weird saying.
Only different with phone numbers is like you're
Porno
not getting
mag.
caught on your computer or something.
Yeah, that's when you say porno.
You heard?
Yeah.
You're not getting caught on your computer or something like that, looking through the files and shit. Like, I think there's still people that probably do that. Plus, they like to be able to command and not have them be seen. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't use webcams.
You sound very knowledgeable.
I don't. I just go to Pornhub, dude.
I actually had a funny ass idea for.
I'm very honest.
For either
I just go to Pornhub
for a movie or just a funny. I'll run this by you, see what you think. Funny thing for a skit or just for like a scene in a movie, and like I don't know what I thought of it. It might actually. I don't think it actually happened to me, but so this kid's like in his room, a younger kid watching porn, and he's got his Bluetooth hooked up. And like he gets in the car for like a family vacation, and they're like, "Oh, let's listen to music," and it automatically connects to his Bluetooth. It's still connected to like porn. It's still connected to Pornhub.
And it's gay porn.
It could be whatever, man. I don't discriminate.
What are they saying? Gay porn.
It's got to be like bestiality or something.
Give me some of the classics that they say in gay porn. Come on.
I don't think I've watched one.
Well, but didn't you film a few?
Yeah.
Come on. What are some of the classics? Come on.
So this was the part of the show that was awkward, right?
Yes. The whole thing was supposed to be.
It was all about gay porn?
Yeah, that's why he put his hand on your leg. You remember that?
I do. That's what's
He's got a long ass arm. He did it from over there.
That's why I'm called leg.
I was concentrated on your big...
He's called leg, but he's got a long arm.
I was concentrated on your big unit. I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, there. See? Everyone's talking about my unit.
It's fantastic.
I measure it in metrics.
Millimeters?
Just millimeters?
I meant to say it was centimeters and millimeters together.
Millimeters.
It sounds like a candy.
Americans are just anti-metric system to begin with.
Yeah, we got our own shit.
We'll use
Don't come over here.
Any form of measurement.
Don't come over here with your own shit.
It's like 7 cocks long. It's like...
Yeah, that's a respectable way of measuring.
Don't bring that metric shit over here, man. Stay in England with your tea.
Just depends on who you are and how many cocks it will take to reach that length, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's where... Oh, God.
He's so there is a warning that happens before this show that says no one's responsible for anything. Pretty much, like nothing voiced is in the opinion of any company or anything like that.
Yeah, no,
I'm just saying what goes on in this show is.
It's like Las Vegas.
Yeah, you're not. This is like this is a show.
This is
so
Frank
that means
Vegas.
all of this is just for the show. When we walk away from here, like he's not really racist.
Well,
what?
No, he's not. But he hates. Asian,
I hate everybody.
He hates Asian drivers.
Only
that's
Asian,
not
only
racist.
Asian midget.
You know what I heard? All joking aside, I heard traffic lights in Asia aren't enforced. They're just like a suggestion. Like, hey, you should probably stop right now.
What?
That's why Asians don't drive well over here.
That would explain. Yeah, who's your favorite Asian NASCAR driver?
Probably Miles Long.
I think there is one actually. I think this is. You asked me about comedy earlier though, so I'm.
I said Miles Long.
This is
what the fuck?
This is serious. Serious.
My bad.
I actually do believe this. That I think people are really uptight nowadays. I think that you not getting out of this life alive, and I think that comedy and stuff like that people say to be funny, it's supposed to push the edge. There was a really bad segue, but it's supposed to be like entertainment. Like the stuff that I'm doing for videos is like, you're supposed to question art. That's why they make it. It's not like, it's not safe. It's not, it's not, I'm in my little bubble where nobody can talk to me.
Or if you do play it safe, you generally speaking kind of get buried in the.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like, you don't have to do something crazy. Well, some people just do outlandish shit to get noticed. But I mean, like,
I'm just saying at the end of the day, like if you have to at least be doing something if you're putting out shit. And then again, people have blown up off of pure bullshit, which is crazy to me.
What's his name? Blueface?
Cash Me Outside girl.
So I can't hate on Blueface.
She's now fucking rich.
Yeah, I can't hate on Blueface though, right? I personally, I've never understood like why people like him musically. But if they do, like that's again, no hate. He's way more successful off of type shit than I am. So how can I even pass judgment?
That is that is true. But I mean,
I don't have to like your shit.
No, I mean,
I still give respect.
Well,
you don't have to like my shit.
No, that's basically how I am with everybody's stuff. I'm like, I'm not going to promote it if it sucks. Like if I don't, if I don't care for it.
If it's not for you, it's not for you.
No, there's so many people like, oh, you're hating. I'm like, no, I just didn't really. It's not my shit.
Right.
It's like it's nothing personal. It's just I didn't get into it. I'm sure thousands of people say that about my shit.
Yeah, on this level,
I'm sure
it was
thousands
dope.
of people don't even watch my shit. So I mean, it's like
and dope of you for doing something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'll give you mad credit for that.
Exactly.
Because mad people talk a good game, and even myself at times. But at the end of the day, like if you're talking and if your show improved.
I mean, I'm.
That's it. Thank you.
They say that art is a delicate balance of crippling self-doubt and absolute narcissism, and it's like
I agree with that.
It's
true.
It's just it's like and yeah, I mean, like I don't go around going like, oh yeah, I'm a famous filmmaker from Springfield with no movies out. But I mean, what did you think of the clip? Did the clip look?
I liked it.
Clip looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're trying like this whole group that I have.
Listen, could I make one suggestion on air?
Absolutely.
And without, this is just, mind you, I'm not saying I could do any better by any means, so don't take it this way. Only thing I think that would be doper if you did is if like some of the more dramatic scenes you came like for instance they're in I think in a officer's
police station, interrogation room,
when he came, I think he came down on the table at one point, right?
Yeah.
If you did it from an angle like where he was coming at you this way and like did a close up of his face as he was really getting like more scenes kind of like that in there, I think it would add just more drama.
I get you.
My only critique was the gunshots.
But I think, but otherwise than that, I think it's dope. Like the fact that you did all that, and it still looks dope. Like it looks like a serious project. Like
it looks like an actual project,
right?
Exactly.
So,
and that's what I said in the beginning. I mean, I'd like to be a professional.
I respect what you're doing, brother. Don't get it twisted. I really respect what you're doing.
Like I learned so much shit doing this, and in the process of doing it, and it's like, yeah, there's definitely stuff I would do different. Just after doing this, I'm like. There's always a subjective opinion like, oh, you should try this, I'm like, dude, I don't have $1 million budget where I have like 30 takes I can do to get a 2-minute scene right. It's like, we got like an hour.
It's not that. It's not like that. If you can talk shit about anything, I dare you. You go try doing what he did.
Oh yeah,
try organizing all that and fucking doing all the planning that you possibly can. Whether it's your detailed with
getting everybody at the same place at the same time. How about that?
Sketch pad. Like
so you'll appreciate the story about the film because this is a story about the film and I'm giving away a little bit of it. So, Maverick Prasad and Joseph, I'm gonna fuck up his last name, Capinos, are the two hitmen. They're both comedians. Well, we had scheduled shoot dates like weeks and months in advance. I mean, you have to do that with all the type of people involved. And Mav ended up in the hospital on a shoot night, which thankfully is okay. I'm very glad. But now this is where I say that nobody is safe because while he was, I'm very glad that he's okay. He is not safe for me rating him out of the script So the comedian is like, walks in. They walk into a room. The guy's like, "Where's the other guy?" He's like, "Itchy trigger finger. Shot his dick clean off in the hospital." But it's actually like written into the script, and that's what we did because he wasn't there because he was in the hospital for like gallstones or some shit like that. But it was it was more.
Yeah, no, it's good.
No, it's not. It was more amusing to me. But,
No, I think that's awesome, man.
It's
there's probably not many that do that use like real, it's spontaneity of using real life right then and there and influxing that into the the shit.
We threw a bunch of shit on there. I love like all the classic like Kevin Smith films and shit like that where there's like little hints and nods to other people and things and stuff like that. That's type of
that's cool.
Weird motherfucker I am or whatever. But,
that's cool. I dig that.
But
yeah, I think it's cool. To especially pay homage to something that you like, man. And there's just things that like people have done that are so great. It's how I would do things from just them being an influence on me. Like, say for instance, if I was ever to do a Batman movie, I would also take inspiration off Frank Miller. You know what I mean? Like,
so a lot of people, I will get that too, and this goes back to a lot of people think that it's easy. And then, like, you always have the mindset. I had the mindset, too, like, oh, I would have done this or I would have done this. And then when you actually try and go do it, it's like, that's not what I wanted this to look like. It looks cool, but that's not what I had envisioned.
You start realizing.
Yeah, and it's like, like, I don't have, we don't have billion-dollar budgets. So it's like,
one thing, too, if you're not already on, you may already be using them, but filters and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that can do wonders if you can render something, like to really like turn down like the highs of the lights and shit.
Color grading and everything. That actually is all color graded, but it's
not saying that wasn't.
It's not. It's not. There's drastic things like Sin City, for example. Is
that's
it's like, and I love that fucking film. That's like one of my favorites.
I'm just talking about when you see like movies, like a movie scene that's done compared to like seeing it shot live.
Yeah,
it looks like real life when they shoot it live. So like you when they put it through that camera, that's where all that darkness, like there'll be whole storms, or not storms, but like dark fucking clouds, and like in reality they're running around, it's like pure daylight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you can definitely fake movie magic, fake what you need to. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
actually, you should get into Unreal.
A lot of people have told me that.
That's what I'm using
about the
designing a game.
About the gunshots, though. Yes, they're not perfect, and but I'm not shooting with real.
No, I get
guns,
it. No, I get it. It would, for me, it was just the noise.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
There's
for me.
Well, I mean, like I trust me, like what you guys see and what other people see in my stuff. I picked apart way more times than you could possibly imagine.
Sure.
I'm like, well, this is actually wrong, and so is this, and so is this, and so is this, and this should be.
So,
and it's like,
all right. So let me ask you. I don't remember the gunshot noise, to be honest with you, but it like just reflect on what he's saying. Would do you ever layer over?
It actually is. So again, it's two things. One is it's harder to do than you think, and it's also
hell yeah.
It's also what you have access to. Yeah. I mean, there's those gunshots should be much deeper. They should be much more impactful. Right. But unfortunately, I just didn't have that. I don't have $500 to spend on a sound effects library that
I get it.
I can make my own. That's how they used to do it, and that's very.
I was going to ask you. That was my next question. Do they still do that?
Seriously, holler at me for sounds.
Yeah, I mean, I have some. I have but it's like, it's.
I'm just saying, if you, I also will make custom things.
I definitely will.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like a wizard with that, like editing and stuff like that. Yeah. For music.
And there's definitely music or audio is not my forte as far as
No, I learned
editing, but I'm learning a lot. So.
I learned a lot more later, even though I'm doing less recording. Yeah. But I've learned more later about just EQing properly and how to from there like compress the sound here and add a gate on these parts.
That's not me this time.
I was gonna say
that's my furnace.
Oh, it's your.
So when you
that's
film,
why I want to build real walls.
Your furnace.
You're the perfect.
It's fucking 90 degrees out.
Heating the water up.
You're actually a good person to ask this.
I always have hot water ready to go.
I've always wondered this. They still make their own sounds.
There's a lot of people who do. There's this awesome visualization of the sound effects guy that like literally goes through like a scene, watches a scene, and he's making the noises he wants with his mouth, and then it goes back and shows you how he creates all this shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking unreal. And it's,
So when you record, the sound doesn't transfer. You have to do like, for example, if we record a scene and we're talking, it doesn't. That's a whole separate track.
there's many different ways to do it. So if you're going to use, for example, for a gunshot, we didn't shoot none of the guns shot. None of they're fake guns. I mean,
right.
Which is odd because I came home from a shoot one night and I'm like pulling all the props out of my truck and my neighbor's like, "Oh, hi!" And I like turn around and I realize I have like 6 guns in my hand. I'm just like, these aren't real, but that was different state.
I mean, you literally with like Unreal,
Yeah.
you can use completely definite fake guns.
Yeah.
Have the fucking spark come out. You could have a shell come out of this shit.
I've done stuff like that, and that is very, 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 very time consuming.
Oh, most certainly.
It's and it's like, again, a lot of it is a time constraint.
Yeah, try building a fucking video game.
Yeah, that's like people are like, oh yeah, you're like, you know.
I got to spend every waking hour that I can on that shit.
It's ridiculous, but yes, people still make their own shit, and that's in my opinion, that's usually when it sounds the best.
I think about it all the time when I'm watching movies and shit. I'm like, I wonder how they made that sound.
Yep, exactly. There's like, I watch like a bunch of tutorials all the time too, and there's so many things that you can add that like sound design and sound editing is ridiculous.
What do you use for your program that you edit with?
I use Premiere or most of the Adobe suite.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've used Final Cut. I don't like Avid because it doesn't make any sense to me. But it's just Final Cut is there. DaVinci is actually really good now. They're stepping up
for audio.
Audio. I mean, like I use the whole Adobe suite. So Premiere is just going to be like the video portion of it, but you can set it to Audition where you can do, which is kind of like Logic, but kind of not.
No.
You know, so it's.
I use Reaper.
I've never even heard of it.
Reaper's dope because Reaper is a open source code.
Okay.
That people constantly always add to it, right? And it's one of the absolute most stable performing programs, right? You can pay $60 to get the professional, but you really don't have to.
Yeah.
But at any route, it can take on the look and functionality of any other DAW, but it's still like the waves, plugins, everything, like the way you layer everything, it just runs like my projects just load up.
My shit runs pretty quick.
I have fucking like 60 layers of audio and shit on things. You know what I'm saying?
That's a see. I always and I say
not
this,
necessarily at one time.
Well, I think that's overkill, but that's me. I mean,
it's a situation.
You know, but definitely, when you start to add multiple effects, when you start to like really fuck around with stuff, you need something fast. My shit will do that. It's just like I said, audio isn't my forte. Is more visual than audio, so I'm learning as I go. You know, it's like, but.
Yeah, I'm just saying, depending on what you need, man.
Absolutely.
I'll be able to fuck with you on that shit.
I'll
go with audio.
I'll stop by and see your unit.
Dun-dun-dun.
Wait a minute. You had those there the whole time.
I've been playing them, and they're just not loud.
I didn't have headphones.
I've been catching them.
I definitely had that. I even did.
That's like that one I heard. I just thought my phone was on. Oh, those are great.
Yeah, I got to play the
soundboards.
What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Oh, Joe.
Your mom goes to college.
Well, let me take a dick pic.
Oh my God. Have you seen that dude where he's at like 3 different spots? He's like like they had to like fucking disguised himself and shit.
Even a chick did it too.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Like there's
fucking right no pussy.
Yeah, there's so many like that's not the problem with the internet, but that's one of the things we were talking about earlier with the internet is that it's good because you see all this stuff, but there's so much stuff. So the kids from Kentucky that like. One thing that somebody from Ohio did that nobody else has ever seen. It's like the biggest thing there ever, and you're just like, what is that?
Right.
It was like when I was growing up, it was a little like, not that they told you what to like, because I didn't like what they told you to like. Like I liked the shit that wasn't like hardcore, that wasn't gonna be like nobody liked, but it was it's just like it's so much more saturated, and there's so many more things to choose from and to see and to experience. It has good and bad sides to it.
I got you.
I don't know why I segued back to the internet statement.
Whatever.
There, but yeah. Can you hit that thing? Thank you.
I almost blew a booger out my nose.
Nice.
Right
I just thought
was
you were
close.
Thought you were breathing again.
What
other questions you got?
So before you go,
before I go,
do you want to play a round of Samurai Showdown?
I don't know what Samurai Showdown is.
It's a fighting game. It's like Street Fighter.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like you broke the shit out, and I like you might have been practicing. You might whip my ass.
Do you? Well, if it okay, so this was my day. Is it anything like Tekken where they have Eddie Gordo where you can just press buttons and still be good?
He's got Tekken as well.
Tekken actually.
Yeah.
But
I remember that. That was like my college days. Like we'd play video games, shit like that, and just like Tekken was like oh, this game's so easy. It's like, no, you just have that one character that can do absolutely anything when you just press a button. And it's like,
yeah, that's Eddie.
Fuck. Yeah, and it would piss everybody off. Like, because I'd spend like hours practicing, like, oh, I just did a triple split kick with a roundhouse thing. And they're like, oh, yeah, I pushed this button. I've been defeated.
Yeah, but play one round before you go.
Yeah. Well, I'd probably
might as well. You've hooked the whole thing up. Yeah. Switch.
That's kind of cool with playing video games. I never thought of that as part of like a podcast, if you will.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. No, I have friends that do streaming and.
See, this is the game right down there.
Oh shit!
Well, once it actually loads.
Yeah, it's a nice black screen.
Like that?
Yeah.
Been working hard on it.
I have one. Honestly.
It's the stream's a little behind.
You can fight as Lil Wayne. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just jumped up on my list of top
Young
10.
Moolah, baby.
It's like, what's his finishing maneuver? That was a great game, like Def Jam.
Yeah.
When they had Def Jam.
Yeah, that shit was dope as fuck.
That was awesome.
So what do you want? Tekken or Samurai Showdown?
But wait, hold on. We actually.
I did.
Got Soul Calibur. Like.
Oh, is it? Wait, is it this one? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's better.
That looks vaguely difficult. You have to realize that, like, I'm the type of person that is like, I can still tell you that 007-373-5963 is the code on Nintendo to get to Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Nice.
But like, I haven't played since then. Like,
Right.
I used to be like super into shit. Now I'm just like, yeah.
Well, we'll go to Tekken then.
All right, you're gonna get your. I have to talk shit.
Here, you guys can play.
Can I talk shit?
No,
like,
you start it off.
All right.
You're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yes. My controllers have rubbers on them.
Why are they all sticky?
I'm being safe. That's why they have rubbers on.
I thought that was just a recommendation. That wasn't like
No.
like the Asian streetlights. I haven't played this.
Yeah,
game.
I got the two Xbox controllers now. I could fucking bring the computer onto this TV.
Nice.
Played with the volume off that TV, the whole nine.
Nice.
A friend of mine's got like every single console. He's like lives and dies by video games, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah,
a lot of
actually,
it's really fucking cool. Like, this is sick.
I think it's actually coming out of the TV right now, is it? Yeah, it is.
Let me see that controller.
Oh, they're on 7 now? Jeez.
Here, take this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
It's a dangerous world out there, Link.
Yes.
You will need this.
Yes. That's and that's. I mean, do you know how much video games have evolved since like?
Oh my god.
8-bit Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Do you remember when we were kids though? We were like a game would come out, and be like, "Oh wow, look at the graphics!" It's
So you
sick."
gotta
like Mortal Kombat, seeing that for the first time.
Yeah. Oh.
And you gotta push the button right here.
That button. Okay. I don't want to be that guy.
I remember all these fucking games, like playing Double Dragon on the Nintendo.
Here, I'll do random.
Let me see if I remember any moves in this. Or Brian. I want to be Brian. I don't remember any of these people. I remember him.
Press X.
Yeah, this shit. Yeah, this is like, I'm already blown away by the graphics on this. No wonder
this is
kids,
PS5.
No wonder kids play video games all day. Shit.
Yeah.
See, you're gonna get me into video games and like accomplish.
We haven't done it in a couple weeks probably, but we used to, in my family a lot of times with my girls at the house we'll do like 10 or 15 minutes of Tekken before they go to bed and shit.
Oh.
It's just stupid little family time, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
But
I
it's
mean,
fun.
like, you know, as a family, when you decapitate somebody else.
Well, yeah, we have fun. My wife plays too. We all.
The family that decapitates together stays together.
Stays together, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I would agree.
Oh, wait. What
That's
is it?
captivating.
Oh, wow. The fuck? When you go to. Is that.
How do you block in this one? You don't press nothing?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the Street Fighter guy?
Yeah.
I remember.
That's the only reason why I know how to play with them.
Yeah, see, like I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, like I remember some of this shit, but not a lot. I'm like, oh.
Damn. I'm over here being nice.
No, please. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get destroyed. I already know that. But yes.
Come on, you can come back and beat him. Come on.
This is Whoa. I hit you so hard you went black and white. Okay, remind me not to do that again. Did you just spank me? It literally looks like you spanked me.
How do you block the throw? Or the, the grab?
You push the grab button. You push your grab button and it will push him off of you.
What's the grab button?
What the?
The trigger.
What the fuck just happened there?
I use my special on you.
You have a special?
Yes.
You passed it up.
When you glow red like
We can
that,
play more
you
than one
push
round.
the
We're
stick
gonna play a
in.
couple rounds.
I don't know.
When you glow red like that, you push the stick in. The stick right here, you push it like a button, and you'll do your special move. Every person has a different one.
So you have to play with your stick to do your special move?
Yes. I have to push my stick in.
I've charmed many a lady like that. It's my line in the bar. Nice. You can come over and play with my stick. I'll show you my special moves.
Huarang. This should be a good fight.
All right.
It's on you, Dick Munch.
I don't remember shit.
I remember that dude. That was
Fuck stick.
What?
I'm looking.
What? No, why didn't?
Why is this one locked? Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I gotta purchase it or something.
Vermilion Gates.
I don't remember.
You think this looks good? I'll show you a trailer for the new Tekken.
This is the one game I
out.
don't have.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it does look dope as shit.
Oh my god. I can't wait to bring that over here. And see, all my games are on the PlayStation pretty much too, so I don't have to lug games around with me anymore. I love it. I don't think I've had a physical game in like almost 10 years.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, good shit.
So these look like crossover characters. Oh yeah, that was yeah, I remember that dude.
Good shit.
Oh, fucking motherfucker.
Oh, you blocked it.
All right, if you finish him, you have to say, "Nobody is above the law."
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
So I guess he was taking it easy on me because he just whooped your ass.
I'm not really.
No,
I'm not really. I don't have this game. This is the only game I don't.
That's also my guy too. Like,
oh yeah, he was dope, dude.
you gotta
Could
control
you at least
it.
tell me what the? Here, I'm gonna do this because
Okay.
that's crazy. What are like the block buttons or?
Block is neutral. You don't push anything.
Okay. And then-
The only difference is the only thing I will say is to block low. You have to physically press down, like this.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, but like if you hit me, like go to hit me now. I won't touch nothing. See?
Okay.
And then to block low, you just press down.
So I can just stand here the whole time and piss you off?
No, because I can get by that.
Oh.
See?
But I can throw you off by pressing a button somehow. I remember they had a. Do they still have like a shift to the side button or something like that?
Yeah, it's double tap down.
Okay. I don't know how I did that, but that was cool. I remember that kick.
Get the fuck out of here. Really?
Oh shit.
Oh, all right.
No, like, I mean, if you're a Bruce Lee wannabe, then you gotta win. He beat fucking Kareem.
Law is like my kryptonite.
Yeah, I'm glad I know that now.
Fuck out of here.
Just trying different button combinations. I literally have no idea what I'm doing, but all right, stop it. Hold on. Wait. Fuck. Wait, go easy on me again.
Oh, I fucking hate that kick.
I don't know how I did it, so that's a plus for you. Ooh, shit.
Oh
shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Pass it up.
Alright, I like that guy.
Yeah, Law's everybody's first character.
Is that the new Eddie Gordo?
Well, no, but Eddie's in here too.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Let me try Eddie.
He's got dreads in this one. Bottom right-hand corner, I want to say, or something like that.
Is Jin in this?
Yes.
Where's he?
I
don't want to... Ah. That was my dude.
They have regular Jin, too. Yeah.
Jin.
I got this. I got Mortal Kombat. I got Soul Calibur. Almost pretty much any fighting game that's of substance that's come out. I don't have like the King of Fighters, none of those. We don't play those. Street Fighter 6 just dropped today. I didn't get it yet, though.
I remember when there were 2 buttons, too. You couldn't do a lot.
I remember, too.
Holy shit, I have wings.
Yeah, it's Devil Jin. That's why I was saying there's 2 different Jins in this game.
Ah. I'd associate with the devil.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Yeah, that's what you get. I love talking shit when I have no idea what I'm doing. It's even better.
So you can also use your triggers and bumpers and shit too. Yeah.
Now you tell me.
I didn't know you didn't know.
I thought there was like a step to the side type thing, like.
Yeah, like I said, it's double tap either up or down.
Oh, okay. So I'm used to it being the top buttons, the whatever they're called.
You can always use your joystick too. You don't have to use the D-pad if you prefer the joystick.
What's a D-pad?
What you're using now. The directional pad.
Ah, sure. Okay.
This is the D-pad right here.
Ah.
And this is the stick. Analog stick, whatever you want to call it.
So there's the stick and the D-pad.
Yes.
Porn has become elevated.
Well, no, this is your play station.
Oh. It's pretty sick though. It just shows you on the bottom of the screen, just people playing it. That's.
Yeah.
I am out of it, dude. Oh.
Yeah, it looks good too.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Where's Noctis? There he is. Noctis Lucis Kylum.
Shit's way overkill.
Yeah, it is. Like a name like that, you like have to be somebody. Like talk about pressure.
Taserface.
Taserface. That's great.
Did you see the new Guardians?
I did. It was
fucking awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
I loved it, dude.
No spoilers.
Roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, he's gonna be really sad when he finds out everybody in the movie dies.
Oh,
jeez.
Oh, good shit.
Where do you get a sword?
So he's from Final Fantasy. That's how he fights. He materializes weapons.
I know nothing about video games, apparently. Holy shit.
Oh, good shit.
Oh, no. Jeez.
Hell yeah.
He didn't even kill you. He killed you with style.
I got him close both times,
and,
though.
and sat on the throne.
Character select. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Jeez. I got one more, and then I gotta.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Go edit shit. All right. Let's see if I can piss him off.
Here, I'll Bob.
There we go.
Precipice of fate.
Fitting, since it will be your demise. I have to fight Chris Farley? The fuck?
Down by the river, fat man in a little coat.
Shit. What the fuck? That's a fighter?
Yep.
Have you seen my wiener?
That guy in a little
Oh, I love it. Oh. Alright, so this is not...
That was my spirit fingers.
I'm getting demolished by a fat guy.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that didn't go as you expected it to go, did it?
No, not at all. I'm like trying to do like random moves that I'm like, I think I remember.
So it's these two buttons.
Is it?
For you. Yep.
Oh,
Pretty sure. Yeah, there you go.
No, it was it's the bottom. Okay.
Oh, the bottom two. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that
I would know. I don't play with Eddie. I'm a real man.
Ah. The fuck. Wow.
The fuck?
What the fuck? So like you just played with Chris Farley doing a chunk impression, like
down by the.
He killed him with the truffle shuffle.
A little cold.
The fact that you have that is so amazing, by the way.
Wait. We need. Is this the chick I wanted to play with? I can't remember if this is
Oscar.
Isn't Oscar wrestling? I'm a wrestling nerd. I still watch wrestling.
I know you can't say I watch it now.
It's gotten much more elaborate.
I know.
Although I do miss Macho Man.
Who?
Macho Man.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yo, they did some of the most like outlandish shit. Like he's doing an interview and he's got a thing of creamer.
Yeah.
Like people have been posting it recently. I'm like, I forgot about that shit. It was like absolutely ridiculous.
I was watching an old clip from back then when it was WWF, and he's talking. He's like, and then we're gonna, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, he really put his heart and soul in that fucking guy.
Yeah, it was all the promo.
Yeah.
Like people are getting mad. They said now like the Undertaker retired, and people are getting mad that he talks in his normal voice now because he was so like K-fob, or like he'd go out in public and he would just be the Undertaker.
Oh, you're gonna get the fuck out of here with that fucking trickery. Yeah, motherfucker, take that.
He just
feels good, don't it?
He just taunt you with a barbed wire bat.
Good shit.
Lucky.
Final round. Fight.
Fuck.
Sounds good.
fucking lucky.
Uh-huh.
Almost tied you that second round.
All right.
I thought about letting you whoop my ass to get me to glow just so I could hit you with my special.
Was that Jean Reno?
That's Negan from Walking Dead.
Do you know who, I don't know. Do you know who Jean Reno is?
No.
Oh, okay. Jean Reno is, well, he's been in a bunch of movies, but he's the professional, Leon.
Oh,
which is another fantastic film that I'll reference. What am I, Lucky 7? That's a guy. What's this? I don't know. I wonder if that's fucking. Was that Robert Paulson? Bob? No.
No.
I was gazing out right there. To be honest with
No,
you.
I went to the big dude with the Hawaiian shirt.
Bob.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was Robert Paulson. Or if he died in the last one.
It's Drew Carey. No, it actually looks like John Candy.
It does. It looks like a combination of like aging comedians. Which one did I pick? Or dead comedians?
Come on.
What the fuck?
Round 1. Fight.
Yes, play on your phone so I can at least stand a chance. Why do I gotta fight Rocky? Ooh. I have no idea how I became a drunken monk, but I'm not against it.
Oh. That was actually wicked dope. He flew all crazy, awkward, like all extra.
Note to self: press those 2 buttons. I thought I did that.
Oh.
Ah.
Are you done?
Oh. Okay, so wow. I thought that was extra. Okay.
You can click your stick because you're glowing red.
Oh.
Once again, I don't know how I did that.
You got it. All right, after this last one.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough.
I don't really know what I'm doing either, to be honest with you.
I have. It's kind of fun though. I mean, I haven't beat the shit out of anybody in a long time, or gotten the shit beat out of me in a long time, which is actually a good thing. So, yeah. Dragonfly? Why do they have all these crazy names and then there's just like Steve? I kind of remember that guy. He was a bad guy. Something like that.
I believe it.
I remember seeing some of the animation when this first came out for like the first PlayStation, and I was just like blown away with like just that Jin that Jin and Japan
Gran
animation.
Turismo, the first one.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was so dope.
The
second one.
See, this is gonna get me back into video games now.
What's the second one? I can't remember.
Speed Racer. Speed Racer.
No.
This guy kind of sucks. Jeez. Remind me not to pick this guy again.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we still on air?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So everybody's seeing me get my ass kicked. That's what you're saying.
Nah, I'm
You got one more round. Come on, one more.
We just did that. You just said that was the last round.
I see that hasn't changed about video games. I didn't beat you yet. Fuck. One more.
I gotta try at least one more time to whip that ass.
One more.
Oh.
Brian.
I'm trying to let me win on a good note. If you're gonna beat me, beat that ass. Pause, but beat that ass.
Round 1. Fight.
No, I was trying to pick you up, so.
Jeez.
Damn it. Fuck. Luck you got me with that shit.
Yeah, because you're whooping my ass.
So, Brian's COVID friendly, or is it?
I don't know. He doesn't look very friendly.
He's got a mask on. I figured he.
Fuck. All right.
One more.
Nah,
I gotta go.
Ah, shit.
I'm trying. All right, y'all. We out this bitch. We appreciate you much. Any last things you want to plug before you get out of here?
Yeah. Cellar Door. Mind Made for Birder. Springfield Mouse Studios. Hit me up for shoots, photo shoots, video shoots, movies.
What are your handles on social media?
I think they're all under Cellar Door. Cellar Door Productions. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
shameless plug.
There you go. That's the time for it.
Probably really awkward on camera. I brought you guys stickers.
Oh, nice.
That's dope. That's what's up.
I like stickers. I put them in my work van.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I got Ninja Turtle stickers, all type of shit.
You'll see many at many Dunkin' Donuts that I frequent.
Dude, we had people that bring us over roller papers and shit.
That's where all that shit came from.
Nice.
Yeah.
But,
shout out to Drip.
Yeah, shout out to the barbershop.
Yeah, this was awesome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, appreciate you, brother. Oh, you know what? We gotta get a picture before we get out of here. All right. So take off your headphones.
Taking them off.
Take off your pants now.
Normally it's pants before headphones.
No, this is my order.
I like to leave the headphones on.
This is my order, okay? No. You can sit down. The blue camera or the blue dot is where we're gonna look real quick. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, that should be enough. Cool. We appreciate y'all. We're out this bitch.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's JG Stacks, baby. I let it pile up. Bitch, we ball so hard, they gotta foul us. I get them riled up, beat shaking the ground up. This that great hurricane, fucking the town up. Yeah, I be shitting on bitches, I need a diaper, nobody nicer. Bitches get shot and I ain't Pfizer.